If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. Lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Sorry, Canada.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, Canada.
Sorry, not sorry. Hi, I'm Jason. This is the Fallout-based campaign on Happy Jacks. It's called Vault 818, and it's going perfectly, and nothing's gone wrong at all.
Yep.
We, unfortunately, we're not able to have Sam with us tonight, but the illustrious Mac is here to fill the seat.
Illustrious.
Yeah, it's better
You
than
are.
illustrated.
Yeah.
I'm also the illustrated Mac. I don't know what that means, but I'm also that.
The painted lady? Is that?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'll take all of it. I
Yeah.
don't
Alright.
care.
Illuminated
I've got no
even.
shame anymore. Why do you think I'm here?
All right. Get the tattoo gun going.
Now I'm picturing the tattoo gun as like a t-shirt cannon.
Like statues.
That's amazing. Give me one of them Sailor Jerry's.
And then you start like doing the cranked repeating gun. Where
Yeah. The Tatling gun.
Yes!
Yay. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Great, we gotta go home.
Oh man, we think we're hilarious. The Tatling gun. Write that down.
So let's go this way, and we'll let Matt go last to introduce herself.
My name is Kimi, and I am playing the driver playbook, but we're using it as power armor since it's Fallout. And I'm playing Heart Rock Diesel, and I am the descendant of the Rock and Vin Diesel. I
Yeah,
drive.
they made a baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hi, I'm Tappy, and I am playing Hannibal A. who is the descendant of the entire A-team.
Is that Greek?
That's from a lot of places. Yeah, from a lot of places. And I am using the Savvyhead playbook.
That's right. And I'm Jay. I'm playing Syndy Mark 8, the descendant of Janelle Monáe and Tessa Thompson, and I am playing the Skinner.
Hey, and as mentioned before, I am Mac of the many titles. Probably first of my name. There might be another one out there. I don't know. And I am playing Malcolm Joy, who is the descendant of Jeff Goldblum and Tilda Swinton, and is the Angel playbook.
Oh, that's great.
It's real good.
Right, that's right on.
God, I love Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Someone needs to teach him about math, but that's okay.
I mean, he doesn't need to know
No,
math.
it's not. No.
He's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what the shirt unbuttons for.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to know about math.
Yeah. So we have, obviously without Sam here, we don't have that incredible notes that she has, but Kimi has the...
Maybe. We'll see. Did you have an...
Well, I can say that we went and killed a bunch of clowns and everything went exactly the plan.
Nope. That's not it at all.
No, that's not what happened. No, it's great.
We did end with your incursion into the clown posse's
That's right.
home base.
We're in the factory
It
now.
was insane.
No, it was... They're the same clown posse. That they have it all together.
Yeah.
We snuck into an underground tunnel.
Yep.
Right. Some of us were better at sneaking than others.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had left Heart's armor
But
at the junction point. But in a surprise turn at the end, it arrived empty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we got in a big battle. So we snuck through. We did the clown thing and got to like the heart of the compound. And like Jay said, we had to go up through like the cellar, but so we had to climb up. So I couldn't take my armor because it wouldn't fit.
Right.
So we left it down below. We went up. We got in like a very dire fight. Like, not sure how this is going to go. Some of us have a lot of harm.
Yes.
We didn't quite get to the end of that fight, but we were like at the pivotal moments. It
Yes.
looked like we were split up. Like the party was like we were being hailed by gunfire, and we were split up, and we couldn't get to each other. And then, like the not unlike the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
my unpopulated suit randomly like bust in,
Right.
and
nothing random about it.
Oh, no.
And
It
so,
all makes sense in chaos theory.
yes,
and just to wind back a little bit further, as Tappy's brain leaks out his ears.
I'm going to destroy you.
Oh man, I thought we were making out of it.
Earlier in the day, there was a lot of back and forth about the relationship with Pancakes
That's
and
right.
whether she is part heart or not.
Right.
She's particularly proficient in firearms.
Yes, we did see that.
Also, Hannibal had a lovely turn with the jet experience.
Oh, yes.
Which included a hard fail.
That's right.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, you were
Yep.
working on a project all night, I think. It ended up, you thought you were working super fast and efficiently, and somebody came in and found you working in slow motion.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I think Sam discovered you.
That's
or,
right.
not Sam.
Extrabeth.
Extrabeth.
Yeah.
Yep.
kind of the same.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it's a brand.
Yep. There was more jet in the during the battle.
Yeah.
We
You're
all
not a shit.
but we all saw you inhale something
yeah.
and then act all crazy like.
I don't think Hart
I
knows,
rocked.
probably.
And you did disable all of the security,
I did.
including the electrified stairs.
I
Okay.
did indeed.
But I feel like the stairs got
Yeah,
re-electrified.
yeah, that
Well,
shit
it's-
came back on.
Yes.
It turns out it's tricky.
Yes.
Turns out it's tricky.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to rock a rhyme.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want it to be right on time, it's...
Yeah. Well done. Well done.
I believe part of the stairs fell down.
Yes, the fire escape stair, like the indoor, like metal stairways have,
Yes.
like they're half off. It's going to be relatively dangerous to proceed. There's sparks showering
That's
all
right.
over the place. There's, continuous gunfire,
Yes.
shouting and screaming, people falling to their death and being electrocuted, and all kinds of stuff happening all over the place. I believe Hart is like semi-impaled, like you were
Yeah.
under some stairs that fell
Yes.
before your armor came and was like, here, let me pull that off you. And it's like, oh god, that's worse.
That's right.
Did it do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It like hauled that off of you,
Okay.
like causing more damage, I
Yeah.
think. And then it turned around and was like, and like
And was
opened up.
empty, and
yeah.
it's like,
Yes.
oh, that's worse. That's worse than everything.
That's
like,
bad.
I mean, maybe it's
Yeah.
not.
I believe I got electrocuted when
Yeah.
and that's not good. And I've also lost track of something important.
Okay.
That is also not good.
Yeah.
And I think almost all of us have quite a bit of harm.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
I've
doing
got-
A-okay.
I've got 3 harm.
Yeah, let's actually check in on that. And I guess Extrabeth is probably in a separate part of the facility at this point.
Okay.
With her crew just ripping through clowns.
Okay.
Like
That
it
sounds
takes
about right.
it takes longer to do it by hand, and they're enjoying the moment. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, savoring.
Yes.
yeah, that's the right word for what's happening.
You also, yeah,
And
you
it's-
also need organ meat for pate.
Yeah.
And they keep coming
Oh,
out of
man.
this really small space that seems like it has way more clowns than it should in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, how many clowns are in this building?
But when we come back from commercial, it's not at the factory. We're at a scene that's clearly in Vault 818. We can see it on the wall. And it also says 24 hours earlier at the bottom of the screen. And we find Overseer Moss having a conversation with, what was the character's name again?
Malcolm Joy.
Malcolm Joy. What does Malcolm look like?
So Malcolm is a lady who looks very androgynous, very much the Tilda Swinton sort of androgyny. Silver, slick back hair. She is wearing a white sort of leisure suit that looks way more crisp than it should, given that it's the apocalypse, with the short ankle lines, so you can see the Argyle socks underneath with the very fashionable loafers that she's wearing.
Is the hair silver because she wants it to be, or it just is, or is she older?
It's just prematurely silver.
Okay, great. So
it's hard to tell exactly how old Malcolm is.
So, what was Malcolm's job in the vault?
I think Malcolm spent a lot of time actually with the Extravagants. And, occasionally doing jazz versions of their various hymns for them. And just generally being sort of there to uplift people and also doing a lot of healing work.
Okay.
What pronouns does Malcolm use? What pronouns does Malcolm use?
Oh, she.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to get a sense of so mostly Malcolm was involved in the church life.
Yeah, church life and some of the healing that went with that. Is pretty proficient at, somebody got a boo-boo.
Okay, so was she officially part of medical? Because everyone kind of has a thing that they were
I think
supposed
probably
to be
officially part of medical.
Yeah, okay.
But kind of just
didn't
comes
do it
and goes.
always the traditional way, but knows how to put people back together.
Yeah, people just kind of seem to feel better around her.
Okay, cool. I think given that, it's up to you how Mel has responded to this, but the extent to which you've been sort of exploring Overlook and this whole new world, if you'll excuse. Yeah, thank you. The bartender Joe from Joe's Place, he has a place in that Overlook, big wooden arch. It's
I've been in the background of all of the scenes.
Right.
Yeah,
At this point.
and he, Joe in particular, was like, "Wow, you're fairly, you're not as weird as some of the people coming out of the vault, but you're charismatic and nice to be around." And Joe's is kind of the heart of hospitality for Overlook, to the extent that Overlook is hospitable. It's the bar.
Yeah.
Joe is the bartender. Sure. He's the one who's happy to listen to people and talk to people, and the Overlook doctor is drunk and inept. And
does Joe serve food?
yeah,
Oh, cool. So you can eat at Joe's.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's definitely been trying to sort of woo Malcolm to be kind of part of his bar scene, of not necessarily to be a bartender or waitress, but just to be part of it,
just be there occasionally, maybe play a gig.
Yeah, even Joe isn't 100% sure what he's asking for. He's just please be around this.
Atmosphere.
Yeah.
Just be here.
Wants Malcolm to work
What kind of
atmosphere.
gigs does Malcolm play?
Oh, whenever the mood strikes her.
Does she play an instrument or sing or?
Mostly singing and maybe some jazz flute.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
yeah, that makes sense.
Always jazz flute.
Okay.
I just missed out last week. I'm going to see Jeff Goldblum play live.
I know. I really want to set up one of those. We should all go.
It's super fun. It's so much fun.
Yeah. If you don't know, listeners, Jeff Goldblum, every other week or so, a lot of Wednesdays, he plays at a jazz club local here in LA, and just plays.
I thought you were joking.
Nope.
No, he plays.
He has a
plays
band.
piano.
He plays jazz piano, and apparently he's very good.
He's very good.
Yeah.
But it is mostly
Yeah, I
geek
wasn't just joking. That's the Jeff Goldblum
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
So.
I had no idea.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do a field trip.
Yes.
Kind of like Steve Martin and Banjo.
Yep.
Oh my god. I cannot handle that concept.
Yeah.
They would be playing
Jazz
completely
banjo.
disparate music, and it wouldn't
Yeah.
even
Yes.
matter. It
Yep.
would be okay.
It'd be amazing.
I would
It
still
be
just
amazing.
sit through that. It would be
Oh my
so awful and wonderful.
So the scene we cut to is the overseer in her office, Overseer Moss, talking with Malcolm. While and this isn't like a closed office meeting, but so there is like a Mr. Handy cleaning windows and stuff, and aides coming in once in a while to like drop paperwork off and whatever, because emails are sort of a thing with Pit Boys, but like paperwork sometimes is just easier. And the overseer is like busy working on stuff and is not distracted, but like clearly is like trying to have this conversation as quickly as possible. Like, so as you know, Hannibal and Hart and Beth and Syndy have embarked on a mission to eliminate the clown threat.
Sure.
And I have every confidence in their success.
Oh, absolutely. Why
you
wouldn't you?
But I think as a matter of protocol, it would be a good idea to just have an observer on scene and just get a good sense of how they conduct themselves and what what the overall sort of outcome looks like. And I think you would be good for that. And maybe if you want to link up with one of the locals as a guide to get over there. I've talked to a few people about possibilities. There is this new gal in town called Pancakes, apparently. Or you could talk to someone else, but I would like it if you could sort of follow along. Also, your capacity as an emergency responder. If something were to go wrong, you'd be there.
Of course, and you wouldn't want anything to have gone wrong, but, I mean, chaos theory being what it is.
Uh-huh. Well, seems like, yep, this is a conversation we've had before, and I still don't know what it means, but I'm going to just nod and agree.
I'm really not sorry, just letting people know.
Yeah. I think we can tell from Moss's expression that she has agreed or asked for explanation before and has deep regrets.
Yeah, we had the whole, like, water droplet thing.
Yeah.
Wait, that means you hit on her.
Yes.
Also, yes.
Okay.
Actually, Overseer Moss hit on me.
Okay, how did that work out?
Oh, we totally did it.
Okay, so you hooked up with Moss.
Of course.
Good to know.
Absolutely. Well, how could I deny Overseer Moss?
Right. Duly noted. Okay, so you've been asked to get, secure a local guide and shadow the group. And she doesn't want you to go with them to, like, be a hit to their confidence or like, she doesn't want it to look like she's doubting their ability to accomplish this. She just wants sort of an observer.
Fly casual.
Yep.
All right.
No, a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Hey.
Quick turn to a fly.
Oh, that was a dark day.
So I want to cut to you and somebody from the town.
Can I take pancakes?
Yeah,
I'm going to take pancakes.
yeah, that's fine. She's her own person.
Boy.
I have decided I want to cast her as what's the blonde gal from Westworld?
Oh, I know who you're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Evan
it's,
Rachel Wood.
Dorothy.
Yeah, Evan Rachel Wood.
Evan
Yeah,
Rachel
Yeah.
Wood.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Dolores. Sorry, not
Dolores.
Yeah, Dolores,
Yeah.
Evan Rachel
The
Wood.
one who
Wood.
turns like super badass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Yep.
she-
That works.
she's cast as pancakes, with now one blue eye and one gray eye.
Yes.
And
I
just,
had to turn down people that wanted to come with me.
yeah, of course. I'll never be like, really, just the two of you? Are you sure? Like, that's safe? And I think just to go with that sort of Dolores theme is that she's in like a pretty blue sundress
Yes.
with a gun belt, and like extra ammo and, some like a shoulder holster, just all this extra stuff, but also is in a pretty dress and sensible shoes, I guess, not like combat boots or anything, but yeah.
I'm not going to judge.
More like kind of like Mary Jane sort of thing. It's not like pumps or anything.
Practical, yeah.
Maybe a little kitten heel just for,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're not animals. So
I love how concerned everybody is about her shoes.
The two of you are kind of hunkered down in the leftover corner of some concrete building, right? There's like the most of the foundation and this like corner of the building propped up, and the two of you are kind of hunkered down, like checking to see like, what are they doing? Oh, they're going to go into that hardware store, huh? Okay, and then it becomes clear you've got a spyglass and you could see like, oh, there's some kind of entrance in the hardware store. So did you want to follow them down through that kind of labyrinth, or did you want to just stay above ground and see what happens from there?
I don't know what I'm walking into, so I feel like maybe above ground right now.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're eventually, like, what does this store look like? I mean, is it like a one-level kind of deal?
Well,
or?
there's like a hardware store that is almost like a quarter mile from the actual plant, right?
Sure.
There's the Corvega car plant is where the clowns are holed up, and they were gonna just go to that plant, check it out, maybe kill a bunch of clowns if they're sick. And from your distance, you can't really tell what they're talking about all the time, but they end up doing a small detour into this hardware store. And when they go in, you can see there's some sort of like cellar door that they've gone downstairs to. And you're like, well, that's pretty reasonable that connects to some sort of underground.
Yeah, I'm going to follow around the outside because I'm still trying to be sort of discreet.
Yeah.
See if I can pick up on sounds from outside the building.
Yeah, well, as you're kind of being careful and moving along, you, from the Corvega plant, eventually start to hear automatic gunfire and explosions and yelling and screaming. I would say cue the running and the screaming, but these clowns are not in any condition to run.
No.
They have the runs.
Yes,
They do.
but they cannot run.
Oh, no.
They can hold it in their hand.
Oh.
Okay.
All new meaning to run and gun.
Oh.
Yes. So, what do you do when you hear all that noise from the plant?
I probably need to go and check out what's happening over there.
Do you want to read a bad situation? Because it's not a good situation.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
All right. Roll. It's not judgment. Come on, Jason.
It's smart.
Yeah,
Sharp?
smart,
Sharp.
sharp.
Okay.
Oh, we also haven't picked.
We'll do that in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I still also have my
Yeah.
character questions. Wow. Apparently not with it today. So that is a 5.
Excellent. So.
Woo!
On,
wow, Dice. Way to fail me right off the bat, you bastard.
Well, at least they didn't
Get
waste your time.
Experience.
Yeah.
Experience.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
take XP.
Take the XP.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to our game.
right?
Oh, yeah. And,
Yeah,
and
lots of XP to
also,
be had.
just a little background, we did give Malcolm 3 advances just to kind of put them on,
All right.
put her on the same track as where everyone else is.
Sharp's my highest stat, too. Gee, bus.
So on Rita Sitch, on a miss, you ask one anyway, but be prepared for the worst.
Sure.
So pick one of the questions from Rita Sitch,
Oh, yeah, I
and
don't have that.
let me know.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Big fucking explosions.
Cool. All right. Well, I got those.
Yeah, so here's the thing. What should I be on the lookout for? You should be on the lookout for the mine that just went off near the two of you. This is the be prepared for the worst. You and Pancakes take 2 harm as you're blown through the air. Now, do you have some armor?
I do.
You said something about that earlier.
Yeah, I have 1 armor, which is I've got a really cool thick ass tie.
Okay. Cool. So
That's my armor.
your tie takes the brunt, and you just take 1 harm then.
Okay.
And
I swear to God, if I kill Pancakes,
and,
Sam will
yeah.
never forgive
So
me.
you and Pancakes are sort of like, wow, what is going on over there? And you're really focused on all the noise, and you're trying to get closer without being seen, and then you realize you're in the perimeter that the clowns have set up, and there's just kaboom, and you're blasted, you're kind of blown apart. The two of you are blown away from each other. You're not blown into pieces.
Yes.
Okay. If Pancakes is blown in pieces, just collect all of them, and I'll put them back together.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
Although, I don't know if this would apply. So I also have Battlefield Grace.
What's that do?
While you are caring for people, which is obviously Pancakes are in my charge, not fighting, you get +1 armor.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we'll say that's covered this time as you rush over to help Pancake. Pancake set it off, and you were like, "Ooh, no!" And it was like just that last, 1 second too late to.
Yeah.
Well, don't step on that. Your kitten heel. Don't put it down. There was a while before I didn't understand that a kitten heel was kitten. I thought it was like a kit
in heel.
Kit in heel. Oh, like what kit is it? It was like a special kind of way to attach a small. Like I knew it was
It
a
is
small.
if you're doing them right.
I always think just like a paw, and that's what it is, like a taxidermied paw.
Oh, well,
I want those shoes.
That's adorable.
Actually, yeah. That'd be
Yeah.
funny.
yeah,
Not
That'd be
actual
cool.
taxidermy, but like
yeah. I love the
they leave
little.
little paw prints.
I love the like
Shouldn't last very long.
animated like GIFs or little short videos where they're like, "Oh look, cute kitten," and then they like gently flex the paw and then make all the claws come out. Like a razor sharp death machine.
Oh yeah, they're made of knives, and also
Yeah.
those claws are way too sharp.
Yeah. Yeah.
I accidentally stole one of my neighbor's kittens a couple of weeks ago and found out how sharp those claws are.
So as you and Pancakes are blasted through the air, you're able to land much more gracefully.
Yeah.
And kind of roll to a crouch. Pancakes just splats next to you. Took the whole 2 harm, and is just like a little dazed. And immediately both of you and Pancakes is also trying to be quiet. She's like.
Oh, now I'm worried that I brought Pancakes. Now I'm really scared because Sam will come back and she will murder me. But I also have Healing Touch because that's one of my things.
Both of you are like, oh shit, we set off an explosive, someone's going to shoot at us because they're going to know we're here now. And you're hunkered down, waiting for it, and you can hear all that automatic gunfire inside the building. But it's when you start to like peek, like what the fuck? No one's shooting at us. There's no one on the roof. There's no one outside the building, like coming at you. Like what was that explosion? Like
I wonder what they're shooting at.
Yeah.
yeah, there's no indication that you're going to be under fire.
It's not.
You also now can tell the clowns have all marked their mines with like a silly toy of some kind near it that you just thought was trash. And you're like, oh, that's a big red shoe. Oh, there's the mine under it. Okay, yeah, I understand. So that they wouldn't trip their own mines, right? This mine, the like, it's round and the top of it has a like a big red nose stuck onto it. Don't honk that one.
Should I fix Pancakes before we
Let's
continue on?
do that.
Because it also gives me a chance to test out my shit.
Yeah.
So I have Healing Touch. When you put your hands skin to skin on a wounded person and open your brain to them, roll plus weird. And then it depends on how well I roll.
Okay.
So don't fuck up. And I think I have a 0 weird, so it's just 0 sum here.
What row?
I'm gonna mark experience.
Yeah. You can also use your angel kit.
That's a 6.
Yeah, I could, but I wanted to do the other thing first. I'll use the angel kit second.
I
if
think
have to.
Pancakes in this moment should be allowed to help you, and so I'm going to just give you the +1 for her help.
Okay.
So what do you get on a 7?
7 and 9 heal 1 segment, but you're also opening your brain, so roll that move next.
Okay, so Pancakes is down to 1 harm, which is good.
Okay.
Opening your brain is bad, but let's do that.
All right, and that's plus.
I think weird.
Weird, right?
Also plus weird.
Nothing bad happens with this,
Okay,
so
I
don't worry about it.
like these dice with skulls on them, but I'm gonna try some other dice because they're.
Does how dice work?
Yeah.
That's a 9.
That's a 9.
Okay. Yeah, on a hit, the MC tells you something new and interesting about the current situation.
Woo!
Ask a question or two. You should answer them. On a 7 and 9, I'm going to give you an impression, so it's going to be a little bit vague.
Sure.
However, the thing you pick up is, as you're sort of working through these wounds and trying to, okay, it's not as bad as we thought. And, you realize, the main problem is she had dislocated her shoulder, but it wasn't even a full dislocate. So you just kind of, turn the shoulder in that, gross thing they always do on TV and, and it, schlorps back into place.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love when things
I
work.
really do.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, yeah, okay, that's better. And so she's down to just 1 harm, which I think is, if you've ever dislocated your shoulder, folks, it sucks.
Awful.
Yeah.
But
it has strong heart
Yeah.
going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
So, it can push muscle through the pain, I'm sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just,
I mean, she regrew herself from a zombie, so it's probably not the worst she's done.
Yeah.
Right?
but the opening your brain part of this, as you're sort of trying to be sensitive to whatever it is that's going on with Pancakes, okay, how am I going to fix this situation? Your perception goes much broader than you expected it to, and you're a little bit overwhelmed with the massive amount of pain and discomfort. And my question for you is, what is the greatest personal pain that Malcolm has experienced?
Oh, personal pain. Probably coming and was playing for the Extravagance at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately the flute was just not tuned right.
Oh, no.
And there was not a chance during that. Once the performance starts, you have to go on with it. The show must go on. And it was just out of tune the whole time, and it was just embarrassing. And especially considering that I have an ancestor that had great reverence for David Bowie.
Yeah.
That just seemed like a slap in the face of the Extravagance.
Yep. Okay, so it was an emotional pain.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so this is new for you in that you're awash with other people's physical pain for a moment. And I think it's a little bit of a Captain Hammer moment of oh god, this is what pain feels like.
Oh, it's not indigestion. Oh, it's much worse than that.
Yeah. We kind of fast forward through. You get shot. You get electrocuted. You get punched and knocked off of a high place and fall 30 feet.
Usually I wake up before those nightmares finish.
A bunch of those you get a quick slideshow of all that, and then you're back aware of your senses.
Sure.
At this point, let's break and do our highlights.
Okay.
We also need to do Malcolm's connections.
Yes.
So, what history questions does Mal have?
All right. First one. Which one of you do I figure is doomed to self-destruct? There is only really one answer.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm on brand.
Accurate.
For that character, right? History -2.
Yeah.
History -2, yeah.
Welcome to the show, Tappy.
Yes.
The other, let's see. Which one of you put a hand in when it mattered and helped me save a life? I feel like that might be Syndy.
Syndy? Yeah.
So
Syndy's helpful.
Yeah.
I
Cindy
have
also goes around the streets of the city smiling at everybody she sees.
2. Oh, Jesus Christ. And the last one is, which one of you has been beside me all along and has seen everything I've seen?
That could be me. We could make that work.
I guess, yeah, it works. I think maybe because I've spent this small amount of time with Pancakes, I feel as though I really know you more intimately than I do.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
When you say intimately,
In every way possible and programmed in multiple techniques. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I'm just going to say it. Wait, we're not playing Star Trek. Shit!
Or are we?
Whoa.
How many did I drink?
This is another holodeck.
And then you find yourself in a holodeck.
Oh no.
It was all a lie!
wait, does that mean I get to be in Star Trek now?
Yes!
This is the Star Trek podcast annex. So we're all the characters that you don't get to see on screen usually. Like,
I finally get to play my Delton character.
Nailed
Yeah.
yeah.
Smile and nod. Smile and nod.
So the next thing we have to do are our highlights, and we'll go through and see who you have the most HX with currently, and they're going to get to pick one of your highlights, and I get to politely choose the other one.
Politely.
Kimmy.
Hannibal.
Ooh. Boy, would I like Hard Rock Diesel to be motherfucking hard.
All right.
Also mark hot.
Yeah.
I just want to see if that happens. I don't know what Hart's deal is, but I just am curious.
Me too.
I mean, also hot is just like convincing somebody to do something. You roll hot, so like that can be whatever. But you know, fingers crossed.
Heart will be super good at talking people into things. Yeah.
Hannibal.
Heart.
Awesome. I would love for Hannibal to be super weird.
Ooh.
I like it when Tappy's weird.
Also
Yeah.
mark hard, because I want to see Hannibal kick someone in the nuts.
All right.
Nice.
Syndy?
Hannibal.
Oh, I would like to see. Man, I kind of want to see Cindy be weird.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
kind of want to see Cindy be weird.
That's good weird.
And I'm gonna have Syndy mark cool.
Cool. Because it's not like we're going to be in a situation where I'm under fire at all.
No?
Nope.
No.
Everything's peaceful.
Syndy has
Not
a cool
much.
head.
It's a walk.
matter.
It's going to be a walk in
And-
the park.
Who did you wind up with the most HX with?
Heart.
Heart?
All right. I think I want to see Malcolm. Just like inspired by their clothing, super sharp.
Mm-hmm.
That's my good stat.
And
Oh my.
what do you have a minus in?
I have...
For no reason.
Unrelated question, just curious.
Hold on a second. Well, I actually don't have a minus. I had a minus in weird, but then I actually
You
took
plussed it?
Yeah, so it's a 0.
Okay. That's okay. I don't think I'm going to have you mark weird.
I mean, I know that you confused me for Sam, but
You know what? Let's have you mark hot as well. That's...
You're one of my favorite GMs.
What?
What's a minus? Not to fuck with you, but I just want you to do things you wouldn't do.
Okay, so
Malcolm doesn't have any minuses.
Ooh.
let's zoom into the factory. It is bedlam, mayhem, carnage, all of those words at the same time.
Yeah. It's my favorite words.
And I think because I've been dying to get back to this.
Surprise face.
Yeah.
It doesn't look surprised.
Heart. Your leg was medium impaled. What? How much harm are you at?
3.
Yeah, that sounds right. But that piece of metal came out of your leg
And I'm bleeding.
when the stairs were hauled off of you.
Yeah.
And if you don't get some medical attention, I have a little clock that I'm marking that will be, you'll take more harm just from time.
Okay.
Because of the bleeding.
Cool.
It's not your femoral artery like you would have seconds.
Yeah.
So it's not that.
Yeah.
But you're very injured. And it's going to get worse if you don't get some help.
Okay. I'm probably sitting there just staring at my armor.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm bleeding, but also this is the weirdest, like, a lot of weird things have happened to me in my life.
Weird things.
But this is the top of the weird things.
Yeah.
Like, of all the weird things, this is a very weird thing.
So you, Kimi, know what that like clamshell thing looks like, right?
Yeah.
We looked at pictures of that.
Yeah.
So that clamshell thing is open. Looking in, you can see, this like padded thing that is the most familiar thing to you in the world.
Where I sit and hang out.
Right. This is your comfort zone is this thing, right?
It's empty.
And inside the faceplate, where you get all kinds of like heads-up display and readouts and all kinds of things, are just 5 letters. HULLO.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, God.
Hello.
I was just about to say that before it happened, just because it was funny, and then it's like, wait.
no.
I want
That's
to make
happening.
T-shirts that say that for this game
so
badly.
Hello.
It's just out of context. I don't think it's as funny.
No.
No, but it doesn't
Hello?
need to be.
Or
It's
maybe
just
with
we'll know.
a chicken on it.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, my God.
Chicken. Now it'll be a chicken and a mech suit.
That's
Chicken in a
what
mech
I-
suit, please don't speak.
Yeah.
No, it's not just you and me.
Yeah.
Hello? Do we have
The-
comms still for
the-
each other? Do we have comms for each other? I don't remember.
I don't remember if we did.
Not really.
No,
I mean,
okay.
you do have radios, but
Okay.
it's not like the slick kind of like easy to use,
Yeah.
throat mic,
Yeah.
SEAL Team
Subvocal.
6. Yeah, like, it's the like push the big button on your a Pit Boy or in your armor. You have to like key
Yeah.
the whole like radio system.
She's probably sitting very still. Hello? Like frantically pushing the button on her Pip-Boy. Guys, there's a suit mech thing talking. Hello?
So
Sure.
all of you here through your Pit Boys, including yours, because you're on the same channel, Mel. You hear this like version of that under gunfire and screaming and mayhem, right?
Sure.
At this point, we have our perfect like fully. What's that falling guy called? The
Wilhelm
the
scream?
Wilhelm scream of the like. Do you not? Well, you can look it up later.
Yeah.
Of the our stunt guy in the fire suit is like with the fire streaming behind, falling 2 stories, like just splats onto the floor. For what it's worth, that flaming guy hits the ground, and he does not land in a pile of fuel, but there are like some barrels of things. And remember, in the middle of the room are 4 car engines daisy-chained together, providing power for this place.
Right, yep.
And
For
car
nuclear
engines in Fallout are nuclear-powered.
Okay, this is
Such
great.
that, like, in the video game, if you haven't played it, if you shoot a car, it goes off like a mini-nuke with a little mushroom cloud.
Okay.
1 car.
Okay.
This is 4 car engines.
Inside.
And this guy splats. He's still on fire. He's not immediately in fuel or on one of these engines, but he's kind of close to it. And that's just something to draw your eye.
Yeah.
Important.
All right.
Hannibal, you were at the computer,
I was at the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hacking and doing bullshit.
and I believe you've been permanently locked out.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Are there any more clown people that I can see?
There are a number, yeah. There are a few kind of like struggling to get to their feet and train firearms on you. Like the only threat you've been under are the turrets. There are clowns shooting at you, but most of them are wavering and barely able to keep their guns straight.
Is there a, like, up there, because the clowns are on a higher level than we are, another...
On the catwalk?
Yeah, the catwalk.
Your sexy turn on the catwalk.
Yes.
Another terminal up there where they are. Is there one?
Oh yeah, you can see another terminal up there. You can also see. Remember, there's like the network of catwalks, and then there's a section of about like 1,000 square feet of offices. Office space up there. So there are big windows up there. You can see a couple of rifles being operated. You can't see who's holding them, but they're taking cover and taking pot shots.
Well, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to use my new direct brain whisper projection helmet.
Oh,
God.
And target the clown that is closest to that terminal and tell them to turn the turrets on themselves or die.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe just turn off the turrets. I'm going to make turn off the turrets.
I don't know if you can give like suicidal instructions. So that,
well, because otherwise he'll just die other way.
Yeah. So this clown has a skull cap, which is the wrong skin tone. Like it's like completely a much more pale skin, and this guy is mixed background. Like is not a light skinned person. Like okay, you've got the wrong skull cap on, buddy. And bright red nose, and some sort of like if you had a hairband around this with flowing orange hair around the bottom of over the ears and around the back of the neck, a little sort of like cape for his head, if you were going to think of it that way. And is in otherwise kind of the white jumpsuit that you've seen a lot of. You realize these are Corvega, they're converted Corvega, mechanic jumpsuits. Most of them have the Corvega stuff ripped off of them, and these have been bleached somehow. But let's roll weird.
It's a go aggro.
Is it?
Weird.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I use weird instead, and if I fail, I do 1 damage, but it's actually +1 because I also have merciless, so he takes 2 harm.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, double sixes.
You've rolled too high.
It's gone all the way around.
Yeah.
And he explodes.
So what's your total, just out of curiosity?
My total is 15.
Yeah, okay. So on a 10 plus, they have to choose.
Ooh, and I get experience.
This guy's going to cave and do what you want. And turns around to operate this. Now, are you puppeting this person, or is he doing what you said to the best of his ability? I don't understand how your attack works.
Well, it's I go aggro without interacting.
Okay.
So both.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it can be do this. Okay, yes, you're doing that. Yes, make sure you do that thing. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Or it can just be do this. If you don't, your brain explodes.
Yeah.
And you can feel your brain exploding, so you better do this before it goes.
That's okay. I was
kinda
just
like
thinking,
that one better.
if
He
this-
can feel his brain exploding.
Yeah.
And then the more he does it, the less the brain is exploding.
I like that. I was just trying to think, if he isn't great with computers, what happens?
Then he will probably feel more and more pressure in his brain.
Yeah, okay.
And probably freak out a little bit.
Okay.
And if he fails, then his brain explodes.
Okay.
I mean, that's cool.
So here's the situation. He has, typed in, he knew the password because he's heard them talk about it, but he doesn't 100% understand what he's doing on the computer, and has figured out if he just holds down the enter key, it's scrolling the cursor, and the computer can't do anything while he's holding this down. It's waiting for input, and the turrets have stopped, but if he lets go, the computer's going to be able to think again.
That sucks, dude.
So he's there, and he's slowly wilting because his head hurts very bad.
Right.
And so he's now on his knees with this keyboard that's normally you would stand up and use it at sort of chest height. So he's on his knees, his hand is up over his head, 2 fingers holding the enter key down, just panting, desperate to keep this key pressed, because he can feel it starts to come up, and then his pain spikes through his brain. So yeah, sweating, panting clown has, at least for now, arrested the security system.
Awesome.
Yeah. What is Syndy up to?
So I was on the stairs, having just been shocked
Yes.
pretty badly.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to collect myself. And I guess continue on towards the offices.
Yeah. Will you roll weird for me, please?
Sure.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. And that's a 6 minus 1. That's a 5. So, woo, I get an
totally
improvement. Everything is
Okay.
going to be great.
As you're being electrocuted,
yes.
It does occur to you that like this should be a lot worse.
Yeah.
But the skin of your the clothes, your lower pant legs,
Yep.
because you're standing on
Yeah,
this
yeah.
metal thing, your shoes peel, just disintegrate basically. Your pant legs are burned up to your knee, and the I'm going to use air quotes around the flesh of your feet and lower legs peels away, revealing the metal underskeleton of your bones.
Boy.
And you go running up as
Yep.
you're
On metal legs?
yeah.
But didn't the electricity get turned off when
Oh yeah,
I
but,
did the thing
but
with
it
the guy?
but Cindy was
Oh.
there when it went off.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so
And it-
Cindy's got robot legs.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And you go charging up the ramp.
On my robot legs?
Yeah. And they're now clanking.
Hannibal
Clanking.
likes Cindy like a billion times more.
Clanking.
Cindy's some motherfucking
I'm-
robot. I understand this.
Can we see this?
Yeah, I mean that's
Yep.
They're bright and shiny now too. They're sort of like electroplated.
It's so beautiful.
And as I'm running, I'm also going to strip down
Yeah.
because my clothes are on fire. So
Yeah, you don't need
they're not
those
doing me
anymore.
any favors
Yeah.
at all. So, yep. And also,
Hart definitely notices that.
I fight
Yeah.
better when I'm naked anyway.
Yes,
so.
you do. All right, so
There
you
we
have
go.
2 armor now?
Yep.
And
yep.
also, nobody can do anything while you strip, right?
Oh,
Or do you
yeah.
not
No,
have that
yep,
move?
that's true. I've got,
Yeah. So you can take them off one at a time.
when I remove my clothing, no one who can see me can do anything but watch.
Okay.
Stripping the meat from
I'm
your
gonna-
bones, does that count?
Yes,
You
that
can't
also
say
helps.
that people can move.
Yes,
if you
I'm
name
going
it.
to exempt
Yeah.
Hart and Hannibal
Okay.
from that.
Doesn't matter. Heart still can't do it.
I don't think Hart's exempt from that. Hart's like,
Yeah.
What's happening?
If episode 7 is the first time you're listening to us, you should know that Hart has a big crush on Cindy.
That's right.
And
and now is convinced that robots are eating people.
Okay.
Or
That's a
Or that
reasonable.
robots are hot.
And
Cindy is controlled by chickens.
there's just like 3 chickens stacked up. Piloting.
so many things that Hart's
Just
thinking
turn
right
to
now.
Hart and go, hello.
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 Yeah, Hart is turned on and also wondering where the robot legs came from, and is it related to her robot going crazy? There's a lot of things Hart is thinking about right now.
Yes.
Oh, poor Heart.
So many thoughts all at once.
Big heart, tiny brain.
Winnie the Poohing over there. Think, 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 think.
Think
Put
faster
this
than
together.
bleed.
This
Think
means
faster than
something.
you bleed. Do it.
I don't got time.
Okay, so the majority of the clowns are that you can see are either completely arrested, like on the catwalk,
Yeah.
very like their guns are sort of drooping, like what?
Yeah.
And maybe it's because you're super sexy. Maybe you're running around on robot legs, and they're just
Either
like, am I disgusted? Am I turned on? Am I both? This is so confusing.
Whatever works.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that's my type.
And
Just found my fetish.
Robot legs.
and I think Cindy, it's all right if we continue with you. You you're kind of in motion and you have some
So
control
running up
of
what's
the
left of the
situation.
stairs, drawing knives, stabbing as many clowns as I can as
Yeah,
I go.
okay. Cool. I think let's go ahead and roll. Not go aggro. What's this one called?
The
It's-
seize control or seize the situation or something like that.
Or is this do something under fire?
Well, you're rolling hard either way.
Rolling
Yeah.
hard. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Double ones.
That would
Hey,
be.
it doesn't matter what
snake
we're rolling.
eye.
Yep.
Wow. Can I just add more? I've got a full set of improvements. Can I just add more improvements?
Well, just do an accent underneath and just keep track.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
I've done that before, don't I?
you are able to. You're dismantling several clowns
Yeah.
that are around. You've
Just
gone through
slash,
half a
slash,
dozen.
slash.
Yeah, and most of the gunfire has stopped at this point, but a shot rings out, and it's like a high caliber rifle, and it hits you in the back of the shoulder, spins, and you face plant onto the hard the metal grating
Right.
of this thing, and you're taking 2 harm armor piercing,
Oh, jeez.
and I need you to roll suffer harm.
Oh boy, because now I'm down to just one little pie piece here.
Now you're only rolling +2 harm, not all of your harm.
All right.
All right, so it's just +2.
Is it
But
2
roll-
die?
No, you're rolling 2 dice, adding 2 to the result, but roll very low. This time.
That's the hope.
Well, there's one.
Oh no!
No, the purple one was a 1.
Yeah.
That was a 1.
Yeah.
That's still.
That's still.
For those of you listening, the other dice hit the other one and
Yeah,
it turned it into a 5.
Yeah,
That was-
no,
yeah.
we're not doing that. So you're at a 8
At an
total?
8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on a 7 and 9, the MC can choose one. So my options are: you lose your footing, you lose your grip on something, lose track of someone or something you're attending to, or you miss noticing something important. I think footing is probably the best.
Yeah.
And you're gonna because you got spun
Yeah.
with this high this like 50 caliber rifle just hit you in the back. A normal person would be like way
No.
worse, but we now know Cindy's not 100%
Not
meat.
100%.
I mean, you are bleeding.
Yeah,
as
no,
well
there's
for,
flash.
for what it's worth.
At least 70% meat.
Yeah,
At most.
but you're spun. You face plant and you realize you're rolling off of the catwalk.
Oh no!
Just in
Off
time
The catwalk.
Off
to
the catwalk?
Off the catwalk.
off the catwalk. And so
You do your little roll.
I'm going to give you.
The catwalk.
I'm going to call it a hard choice, but I doubt it is. It's either drop your knives and grab the edge of the catwalk,
Yeah.
or drop 2 stories.
I'm gonna drop the knives
Okay.
and grab
Yeah.
grab the catwalk.
So we had that slow mo of the knives, sort of slowly spinning in a little.
A hail of knives
Yeah.
once again falling to the ground.
Well, no, it's just the 2 you were holding.
Oh, okay,
right.
good.
You have more.
Okay, good.
But you'll have to
Yep. Fling them.
have a moment to get more. But yeah, you have one hand kind of up, and you're so dazed you're not even at a point where you can pull yourself back up. Just reflex has gone clank onto that.
Got it. Sucks so bad.
Yeah. What is happening outside the factory, Malcolm?
There's a lot of explosions. There's a lot happening that seems probably directly connected to the other people in the vault. So I think I gotta go find out where they are. It sounds like this might be the time to intervene.
Okay. It's time to engage.
Yeah, it's finally that time where it's presence should be known.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen.
I love presents.
Yeah.
I bring many presents, not dying.
Please get here so I don't die.
Yeah, right.
So as the two of you are approaching, Pancakes has her has a heavy sidearm, right? And is ready,
Tomato.
is holding it in a very sort of oh, this person just knows how to handle firearms.
Sure.
I don't think you know Pancake's entire history.
No, I feel like
Right.
there was probably some weirdness from
Yeah.
interacting, and the touch there would be
Yeah.
there's the taste of heart,
Yeah.
but that doesn't make any sense.
Wait, what? You need to elaborate on that.
It's like the aftertaste.
You still got to elaborate on that.
Nope, not going to. I have the most history with heart. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Accurate.
The
I'm here for you.
The approach to the factory
And now
includes the two of you go past a couple clowns who are like groaning on the ground, like ugh, and like clutching their guts. There's no blood.
Yeah.
But they are weakly sort of like, hey. And Pancakes just kicks one of them in the face. Just like, fuck you. And then takes it, like, holsters her sidearm and picks up the big rifle that this guy had. Like, oh, sweet. Like, goes through the, like, checks everything, grabs the extra ammo off of him. Commando Pancakes is, like,
I love this.
ready to go.
Nice to know I chose wisely.
Yeah.
Should we go up to the roof or go in the door?
Well, we haven't seen them come back out, so we should probably go where they're most likely to be.
The downstairs part.
Yes.
Okay. So as you approach the building, from this side, there is like a person-sized door, and then there's like a double roll-up that you could fit 2 semi-trucks backed up to. You know, where they would have pulled cars out and like up onto the car carrier trailer thing. So that is up a little bit, and you could like roll under it if you wanted to go in that way.
Yeah.
Or the person-sized door is closed, but it's, you know, who knows if it's locked. It just...
Let's try the person-sized
Okay.
door, I suppose, plus rolling under things. I mean, my suit will obviously stay immaculate, but...
Well, yeah, obviously. Okay.
Like the Great Leslie.
Yes! Holy shit, yes.
So that part of the factory happens to be right near where a bunch of the stairs have fallen down. And so if we were to go in, like the door is on the right and is at the edge of the building, right?
Sure.
At that, like that corner. When you go in through that door, Heart
Yes.
is sitting on the floor to your left, staring at her armor, which is open. It looks like, honestly, it looks like she just fell out of her armor. It's like,
And I'm just like bleeding.
yeah. You're like, did you eject? Like, what? It just looks like it just went plap, and she splatted out of it. And then beyond her is the roll-up door. So you were either going to come in on her left or her right, and you came in on her right.
Sure.
So, there you are.
Hi, hello.
It's talking.
Pancakes does a combat roll to a kneeling ready position with the rifle and is like
Well,
Pancakes!
watching for
Pancakes!
Heart.
Heart! Yes, I'm Heart. You're Pancakes. The armor's talking.
Well,
Did you drive it?
no, but shouldn't it talk? Does chickens talk?
Yes. The chickens talk, but the armor's not supposed to.
are you implying that chickens are piloting your armor?
I got Pancakes, the chickens are piloting the armor. That's
I don't know.
I didn't think about that. That's a really good point. Oh my god, Mal.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, Hannibal.
Hannibal,
Guys.
the chickens are piloting the armor.
Awesome. We have more things happening right now.
How beat up do you look, Hannibal?
But Hannibal's fine.
Oh, right.
Hannibal's
Totally
just
cool.
saunters over.
Like, Heart's not smart anyway, but now she has like significant blood loss, so she's also
Yeah.
just like,
I'm like, heart.
yeah,
ADD,
yeah.
ADD.
Okay. I should get in the armor.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, you should.
I'll get in the armor. Okay. So she gets up and she'll get in the
The
armor.
chicken armor.
Wait, do you want to, like, see to her leg before she gets in there?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea. I'm bleeding.
It's going to be harder to treat while you're in there.
I can see that.
Yeah. That's a lot. There's a lot of blood.
You don't actually have to tell me.
Oh,
The visual of the blood.
just helping.
I mean, we should probably get you out of those bloody clothes.
Okay. Is that Pancakes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Are
Pancakes.
there any other clowns still going right now in this place?
Not right where you are.
Okay. If there's any I can see that are going to put a bead on somebody, I will
Uh-huh.
shoot them in the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely some moving around, so...
All right. Well, if they poke their heads up, guess I'll shoot them.
Okay.
Or if I can see any of them, I guess I'll shoot them.
There are 3 that you see, like, crouch running towards the big rolling door that's not the roll-up door that is up a little bit, and they're, like, crouch running. I guess they don't realize that you're right there.
Uh-huh.
Right? So they're running by, like, 15 yards away from you.
Okay.
And it looks like they're trying to make an escape.
Well, I guess I will shoot one.
Okay, so they're not allowed to leave.
You know, I'm going to let them leave.
Okay.
Yeah. But if they turn to shoot, I will murder. There's 3 of them and 1 of me. If I shoot one, 2 of them will put their guns on me. So
It depends on how well you roll. They are mooks.
true. Shoot. I need to roll hard anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, 7!
7.
Total?
Total.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If you... it's probably in the battle moves is where...
Oh, yeah, which I got rid of because I was angry about it.
Yeah. But there's
fine.
one that is the old move for hurt people.
Is that in the battle moves that you have there? Do you
Well,
have it?
I don't have it
Okay.
because I don't have the battle moves
All right.
because they suck.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's just use the go aggro options.
Well, because with go aggro, they don't get any damage.
Yeah, we'll
And-
say go aggro includes trading harm.
All right, fair enough.
And then other stuff. So, what's the damage on your gun?
It is a laser. It's a crank laser that I didn't write
right.
down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
Crank
2
laser.
harm, long range, noisy.
Sweet.
Or loud, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the crank is, like, not subtle.
And all the, like, blast of the laser, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pow! Pew pew.
Pew 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 pew.
Okay.
Pew.
So they're not gonna. You're not gonna have to take harm because they weren't planning on defending themselves. But yeah, you just blast one of them in the side of the head, splat. The other 2 are like, "Oh shit!" and they hit the deck, and they're now like belly crawling towards the door. And Pancakes pops up from her crouch like, "No!" Pop, 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 pop. And just like shoots them in the back on the floor.
Wow.
Just like not
Wow.
automatic fire, but like 6 carefully thought out drills.
Boy.
I'm a fan of pancakes.
Hart sees this and gets a little bit of a girl boner. You know what I'm talking about, ladies.
I'm the everyone knows what you're talking about.
Yes.
Like,
Oh my.
What happens if Hart sleeps with pancakes?
Good things. Only good things.
Yeah.
we're attracted to people who are like us.
It's true.
I brought pancakes. I feel I should get to have a chance to volunteer.
Is it like a threesome with twins with pancakes tonight?
That's what I mean. It's like
There's
like your
only
twins.
one way to find it.
Yep. Fanfic.
It's gonna happen.
But is it twincest?
Is it twins? I
don't
mean,
think
they're
it is.
I don't
different.
think it is.
Not genetically.
On
Yeah.
a technicality.
Technicality only.
All right. So the
That's like twincest with variety.
It's like twincest, but not gross.
Yeah.
so there's some more gunfire happening, and you are rolling to treat the leg wound.
Yes. How injured are you? Because there's a few different things happening here that I
Very.
can do.
I
Okay,
am
but I
3
need
harm.
like actual numbers
3.
on the
I am
clock.
at 9 on the clock.
You're at 9 on the clock. Well, basically, I have a thing where I can roll, or I have a thing where I can just automatically spend some of my stock that I have. So, to speed the recovery of someone at 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock, don't roll. They choose. You spend 1 stock, and they spend 4 days or 1 week blissed out on chill taps, which is not going to
yeah,
happen.
we don't have
That's
time.
Immobile but happy, or else they do their time in agony like everybody else.
I can do that.
So you're going to be in horrible pain, but I am going to spend 1 stock on you so you can heal the harm.
I mean, we could have Hart like doped out for a week, and I could be pancakes for a week.
That is true.
So what I'm hearing is that chill stabs kind of lift you out.
Nice.
All right, that's good enough.
Because either that or it's roll, and there's a potential that I might not get to heal you at all. So I will spend one of my stock.
Yeah, I
Plus,
also
you
like
look
the
like
chance
you're
of
in
roll.
some kind of distress happening with.
I sound super crazy too.
Well, yeah,
Like
you're
something's
talking about
wrong.
chickens and other things. So I'm just going to use one of my stock to heal one of your
Okay,
harm.
I
Right now.
appreciate that.
Tappy, does what's Hannibal's hair like? It's an important question.
Hannibal's hair is, I think he's got like a high and tight kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the sort of thing that was on the show.
Yeah. Okay. It's like relatively like.
Actually, I think he has hair that's more like Mr. T.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So like curly,
Curly,
like,
and
kept
it's like
pretty
kind of
close.
like, yeah, but kept pretty close. It's not
Yeah.
like an eraser head kind of thing.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
a flat top sort of thing going
Sure.
on. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He's got like the close S curls.
I'm going to take advantage of one of your actual personal mannerisms, and when Hannibal goes to like move his hair back, comes back with a handful of hair.
All right.
So that's worth it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
that,
right.
oh, that jet.
Completely unimportant.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
You're
And
still nearby too, right?
Oh yeah, that was right in front of
And
everyone.
I feel like Malcolm kind of reaches up and like checks your own hair.
Oh
And
yeah.
you also lost a fingernail, right?
Several.
Several fingernails now.
Yeah.
What?
Did you lose a tooth?
Yeah.
I lost a tooth, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a tooth. Okay, this is good. This
Yes,
is
the
great.
curse of my ancestor Jeff Goldblum. He's turning into the fly. He's clearly turning into a fly.
Perhaps they'll die.
Not quickly.
Nope.
Brundle Hannibal. Oh no, that's bad. Oh.
Brundle team.
All right. So heart is healed, one wound. I will also eliminate the
Countdown to
bleed
death.
clock.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's taken care of.
Okay.
What did that look like? How did you treat this giant gunshot wound, or no, stab wound in Hart's leg?
I think it's one of those things where it's like the movie camera is behind Malcolm's back and covers the wound there, and all of a sudden pulls away, and it's all completely just bandaged up with
Yeah.
that like one spot of blood on it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because this was the sort of thing where like it had gone all the way
Yeah.
through, right? So yeah, that full all the way around bandage is in place.
Cool.
And are you gonna hop up into your
Yeah.
armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch out for chickens.
Yeah. No, she's a little wary, but she's like, all right, if the chickens trust it, I trust it. She jumps in.
Okay.
I want a magical girl chicken transformation now.
That would be so good. All right. She like gets in the armor and she's like, bok bok.
Fuck, motherfuckers.
Exactly. 100%. And it like does it like closes and
Yeah, and when it does, your HUD comes up as normal.
Okay.
You know, you're reading all these like enemy combatants and
Okay.
your allies, and you see Syndy dangling from the catwalk 2 stories up.
it is important to notice though now like she's still going to use her armor like super effectively, but she now treats it as an entity.
Okay.
So she like talks to it and like asks it before she does things and like, okay, we're gonna go save him. Okay, let's go save him together. So it's
Okay.
now her and her chicken herd armor thing.
I do want to hear that sort of ongoing
Okay.
monologue, but the suit is not saying anything back.
We could talk.
It might be
to
totally
the
in her
power.
head.
Walk with the power armor.
Because it talked to her, so it's a thing now.
Oh yeah.
So okay, so she sees Sydney, and yeah, she's gonna go try and save them.
Okay. So, how do you want to do that?
You said that they were hanging.
Yeah, well,
They're
really,
hanging?
so the top, the part of the catwalk is technically the 3rd story of this building.
And that's like way above.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's the 2nd story where there isn't like a floor. There's no catwalk at the 2nd story. It's just you had to go up 2 flights of stairs
Right,
to
to
get
get there.
up to that
God.
that level. Now there are parts of the catwalk where like the bolts and like the twisted, like the catwalk that fell on you. There's a bunch of twisted metal to get up. Like you could climb up there.
Okay.
Probably.
With the armor or just myself?
Maybe.
Okay. So she's going to kind of climb with the armor as high as she can, like to then get under Syndy, and then like over the thing. Syndy, I will catch you.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
The chicken will catch you.
And you're
There's a
staring up
chicken?
at Cindy's metal legs.
Yeah.
There's a chicken? That's definitely what Cindy's thinking. Where's the chicken? What's the chicken?
Poor Cindy. Around all these crazy people.
Nice legs. Yeah. So she will position herself in catching position, like underneath.
Okay.
All right.
What could go wrong?
What could
Let's
Cindy, oh Cindy, let down your legs.
I'm gonna have Heart roll act under fire.
Okay. That's hard.
No.
No, that's cool.
No.
Cool, good. That's even better. All right.
Definitely not hard.
Highlight? That'd be great. All right. When you Wonder Woman dice do the thing.
Yay!
All right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yay!
Okay. So on a 10 plus, you do it.
In the chicken we trust.
In the chicken we trust.
So-
Your armor's now called the chicken.
Yeah, you very gracefully are able
Four of
to
us.
catch Cindy in this like cradle catch.
I have a new religion to start.
What?
Weirdness. Samantha's gonna be so pissed. I come up with a competing religion.
Don't start a new religion. You don't need a religious law.
That's already coming. Check out the one shot, friends.
Oh boy.
yeah.
Each episode.
We have to like fight the children of Dagon now.
How dare you?
Yep, pretty much.
Heart is definitely not charismatic enough to start a religion. Okay. So yes. So cool slow-mo catch. Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cindy, you land in Heart's power armor arms.
Yes.
Power arms.
Yes.
Power arms. Very confused.
Power
Heart's gonna
armor.
feel super awesome and she's gonna be like, hello.
Hello?
Excellent.
Ow? Hurting? Ow?
I know a person who can help you with this. And she's gonna like power armor, like run with them and then put them right in front of Malcolm. Help them.
Please help. Such hurt.
Well, we're not going to do
told
the
her
roll
don't.
because you could potentially take a harm from that. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Don't heal.
I don't want to go, Mr. Stark. I
Oh
don't
wait,
wanna
you
go.
are really hurt though. So
I'm really hurt.
Okay.
Feels so good.
I feel so good. Mr. Stark, I don't want to go.
I don't want to go.
Uh,
I'm real hurt. I'm down to
Okay.
like I've got the one little pie piece
Hannibal, pick up your dice and get ready.
yeah, I can't afford to let you take a harm. I can roll plus stock spent, but I only have 5, so actually at worst I could get a 7, which is still okay.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
you're at 5 harm, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
so
can-
this is still better. But stock spent, that would mean I'd have to spend the rest of my stuff.
Well, you can at most spend 4 because plus
yeah.
4 is the most you can ever
is
get.
the max bonus.
Yeah.
I could still whiff it, and I'm not willing to potentially murdernate your character.
I appreciate that.
But I will go ahead and roll to try and do the healing touch, because if I whiff it, then I still...
To
Got
be
it.
fair, if she dies, she can choose to do things like get +1 weird
Still,
That's right.
or things like
I
that.
would still rather
I would,
not
yes.
do that.
Yeah, that's
I
we should go
appreciate
with what your character would do. And
Yeah.
that's,
I
you know,
think healing touch at this point, too.
that's fine.
I imagine it's like, like you're, the tunnel vision, and there's
Oh,
this
yeah,
light
it's
linen
all-
suit person reaching out to you, and
Am
it's
I
just
going to the
like,
light?
bright.
Right.
Am I supposed to go to this light? I don't know.
You're seeing the DOS prompt.
So, yeah, this is why I did not gamble your life on it, because I rolled a 5 and my weird is +0. So
Okay.
I
Oh, boy.
whiffed it, but you don't take any harm.
Okay.
On a miss, first you don't heal them.
It's so much better.
Second, you've opened up your brain to theirs and to the world psychic
Hold on.
maelstrom.
Pause. I'd like
What?
Syndy to roll weird as a help roll.
All right.
Oh, do the thing. Do the thing.
5 minus 1.
And it's I think it's you've opened up both of your brains.
Well, yeah, it's for you and your patient. If your patient's a fellow player character, treat it as though you've made a move and missed the roll. So basically, our fate is up to the MC right now.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to mark experience right now, though.
Yep, I'm going to mark some experience. This is good. This is
Hannibal,
great.
please roll real low. Like Snake Eyes would be great.
Yeah, 11.
Okay. The clown holding the key was just about to slip off. Like the key was half up, and the computer was like, "Oh, thank God, I can finally stop." Ah, damn it! And then clown clamps the key back down. It's like, okay.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh wait, no, you're supposed to roll
You
low.
know we're
Yeah,
supposed to roll low.
low.
He rolled an 11.
I rolled an 11,
Whoops.
especially this plus my weird because that'd be 14.
Yeah, the clown. You were rolling for the clown's harm move.
Oh,
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
The suffer harm. So on
Yeah,
a 10
and
plus,
that'd be plus 2 because I do an extra harm. So
well,
yeah,
no, this
so
is just
15.
it was just pure die roll in this case because
Oh.
it's also the clown's situation.
Right.
So
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna go with the clown is out of action, slips off of the keyboard, flops onto the catwalk, and you do have a moment as you hear the turrets like like whirring and acquiring targets. So that's something everyone's aware of.
This is good. This is good. This is fine.
Yeah.
I'm also going to make a hard move of you hear a high, like cackly kind of voice. Like you
Have I heard this voice before in my brain?
you think you're funny? I'll show you funny. And you see a little like apple-sized object come out of the window of the office. And it's not arcing towards you, it's arcing towards the engines in the middle of the room. And we have a split second where one person will be able to do something about this. And I'd like you to pick between the four of you who is going to do a thing. Hannibal would like to do a thing.
I think Hannibal would like...
Because we just opened our mind collectively, unexpectedly,
Yes.
without protection.
Yeah,
from the
you
That's
two
psychic
are
right.
probably...
maelstrom.
Yeah,
We're
you two are,
lost in the sacred maelstrom.
We're in maelstrom.
And I don't want it to be pancakes. So
Yeah, I feel
between...
All right, I have a plan.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
I have a secret plan.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So, dude who had his finger off, it slipped, but he's
Yeah.
not like dead or anything.
Oh, yeah, he's passed out. I don't
he
know
has
if he's
passed
dead.
out?
Yeah, but I went with unconscious.
Okay, so
He's
is there
slumped onto the
anybody
floor.
else up there who is awake?
Not right by the computer, and on
Doesn't
the
matter,
catwalks.
right? And the catwalks. Anybody I can make jump onto that grenade.
Well,
If there isn't, then I have to come up with something else. And that's okay. I can do that.
I don't know if we can do mind control to get somebody to jump 3 stories.
Oh, that's
And-
true.
and,
That's true.
Like I think that's like I want to do that, but I think it's too much for a mind control thing.
Okay, so
Hart might be able to do
everything else that's around there, there's a person I shot, and there's some people that Pancakes killed.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I, do one of those cool-ass shoulder rolls, grab one of the bodies, and just, throw it at where the grenade's
I
going?
don't know if Hannibal can throw a bomb.
That's a lot.
May you roll for that? Yes. Can you do it?
Probably not.
Yeah. Also, we also have the option of Hart attempting a trick shot, like ridiculous.
Yes,
to
I
try
can't do
and
a trick shot
shoot
like
it
that.
out of the air.
Maybe
but
I'm gonna
it's between the two of you.
and help do an assist.
Okay.
To help Hart hit that by tracking it with my Pit Boy and other
Okay.
bullshit that I have.
In this
and
case-
do a help roll.
I'm going to have you roll help first, and in this case, if you miss, I'm going to give Hart a -1.
Okay. Well, I have a +3 for my history with Heart.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So
It would
It's
be hard to
probably like-
miss. So nothing could go wrong.
It's gonna be great.
Probably
Snake eyes.
more like, hey, Hard, stop fucking talking about chickens. Shoot the thing.
Grenade.
Heart, look, the thing.
Heads up, heads up,
Oh,
heads up.
oh, I can do that.
So you have your big hand cannon. Is that what you've been using, or you have the minigun?
I don't. Yeah, I think we took the minigun.
Yeah, yeah.
Your
Yeah.
power
Minigun.
armor had the minigun.
Yes,
Yep.
because
So-
I borrowed it again from the sheriff.
Although that's probably not like a quick shot.
That's probably not like.
That's fine. Yeah, just pull your sidearm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pull the thing, and I'm adding.
One from. So you're rolling hard.
Hard, okay.
Plus one.
5, 6, 7, 7, and 8, and 9.
Okay. Your heart is one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
I'm actually cooler than I am hard. I don't know how that works.
well, it's a driver thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool is many references.
Exactly. You're very cool.
I'm super
You're-
cool.
It means that you're like chill.
Yes. And
Yeah.
then
Especially if you're attracted to the person.
Ow.
Yep.
That doesn't cool. That's
Okay.
hot.
So partial success.
yes. Okay.
We bumped the camera, listeners.
Yes.
Back up the camera. I'm sorry.
You're good. It's okay. You fixed it. So I feel like literally, Hannibal's like, Heart, that thing. like
Grenade!
Yeah.
What? Grenade!
Yeah, like
What? That thing! Shoot it!
Shoot the
once
glass.
she's like, the thing. She's like, she flips it out. But I think she's still a little bit like messed up in her power armor. She's like, okay, power armor, we need to shoot this thing. Are you ready to shoot this thing?
You're a little delayed.
Yeah, a little delayed because she has to like wait for the power armor to like
Agree.
agree.
Well, you
Pancakes
do get
takes a shot.
a little like crosshair blooms on this tiny object, like incoming projectile.
Yeah.
like
She thinks
danger.
She thinks that's the power armor, like talking to her.
Okay.
Like sentient talking to her. So that like hesitation, it's just like a minute.
I want to live in Heart's world where everything is sentient.
Everything.
Hello, door. Can I open you? Why, thank you.
There's this.
Yes. So then she like, okay, I can do it now. And then she like, but it's just like a little bit too close. So then it's still like it doesn't hurt people like a lot, but it's still
Yeah.
like closer than you'd want it
Some
to
shrapnel.
be. Yeah, a
Okay,
little bit.
here's what happened.
Okay.
This grenade was going to land in the middle of the engines.
Yes.
Right? And when you shoot it, you actually like nick it, and it goes up and arcs towards the 5 of you.
Right.
Oh, great.
But it explodes, and all of you are hearing like, whing, beep, 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 you know, like shrapnel goes all over the place. You hear one like, poing off one of the engines, and you're like, okay, we're not dead, so that's cool. However, like taking a big impact like that, the engine's like even just the concussive force, if it hadn't taken any shrapnel, like you would be concerned about the engines. So it's just put a pin in that, you know, like. But as you're like kind of turning around, like, yeah, I got it. Pancakes like takes a step back and is like, what? And like a piece of shrapnel has gone past her neck.
Oh no!
And she like sits down real hard and has her hand clamped over it. Is like, what happened? And it's just like pale and confused and
You have to say
Have to
pancakes.
say pancakes.
I mean, you're important, but I have to
Say pancakes. Don't worry about me. Say pancakes.
Because
and you just see this like baffled, hurt look of like, why did that happen to me? Like, what?
Oh.
You know?
I think like the minute that happens, like Heart, like the power armor is gonna run over and do like the dramatic catch of pancakes.
Okay. Yeah. She like basically sits down in your
Yeah.
arms, like hand clamped over, but there's like red coming between her
Yeah.
fingers. You know?
no.
Okay, Malcolm.
Okay.
Do we still have to roll
I need to know
our...
based on the clock where Pancakes is.
Pancakes is at 5 and about to go to 6.
Okay.
Oh.
So basically, I don't have to roll. They choose, spend 1 stock, and they spend 4 days, 3 o'clock, or 1 week, which is 6 o'clock, which is where we're at, blissed out on chill tabs, immobile but happy, or else they do their time in agony like everyone else. So I want to be able to at least stabilize, even if it means that Pancakes is out of the fight for right now.
Yep. Yeah. There probably isn't a way that she can go running and gunning with this wound. Like
No,
if you
no.
if you get it staunched. So let's.
Not
So do you just spend stock, or do you need to roll something?
It just says don't roll, they choose, and you spend 1 stock.
Okay.
So I don't know if I can use that move multiple times to make sure that they're really not
I don't know if you can
gonna
use that in combat. That's usually
Yeah.
the thing with people like
Yeah.
chilling outside of combat.
Yeah. So I think this is a thing where you're getting her settled down,
Yeah.
and you're doing this real quick, and you get it stopped, and you realize it was just like a millimeter nick of the artery there.
Okay.
So you're actually able to your equipment can sort of handle that. You maybe use your 1 stim pack.
Yeah.
And you get that stopped at least. But yeah, she's pale and confused and is. But yeah, you stop the bleeding and she's. Looks like she's going to be okay.
Okay.
Where did that grenade come from?
From the office on the 3rd floor.
Is that office directly above where Hart is right now?
No, it's the opposite corner. So all of you are gathered in this, let's say, southwest corner of the building. The office is in the northeast corner on the 3rd floor. It's as far from you as it could be.
So Hart couldn't, throw me into that.
No. I don't know if she could probably throw you 10 or 15 feet, but
I'm
not
thinking like a
30.
fastball special kind of thing.
Yeah,
Hart's not going to do that anyway.
That's-
She has another plan.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well,
Okay, fair enough.
It's a terrible plan.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
love
be
it.
very
Great.
disappointed in my
Well,
tactics.
wait, hold on. Is this better or worse than me getting thrown through a window to a place where we don't know what's there, to where people aren't, we don't know who's there?
Completely terrible tactics. You're going to be very sad.
No. I'm already doing terrible
Right.
tactics. Is what I'm
Hart's
saying.
going to, get out of her armor, and she's going to lift Pancakes and put Pancakes into her armor.
okay.
So that Pancakes will be safer.
Okay.
Aww.
And because Pancakes can drive the armor, I think.
Okay.
Or the armor can drive itself.
Yeah. So she's going to be, okay, Bok. Take Pancakes.
Hold it.
Okay, so have you guys seen Ong Bak? Because that's in my head.
No.
So Ong Bak is this Tony Jaa movie
Yes.
of badass martial arts mayhem, and Bok Bok sounds a lot like that.
It does.
Bok is now what she's named her armor. Bok, take Pancakes to a safe place. And she's going to close it.
Okay. So it seals up, and inside, from the not through the speaker or your headset, you just hear Pancake's voice go, "Oh, hello." And
Pancakes is a chicken. Has been the whole time.
and then
Oh, before I took her gun and stuff, though. She had that big gun and stuff. Yeah.
it wouldn't fit in there anyway.
No.
So,
yeah.
so yeah, and then the armor turns around and walks out the door.
Okay.
All right.
Hart thinks it's the armor. It's probably Pancakes.
Okay.
She thinks it's the armor.
The minigun is attached to the armor.
Yep.
So that's
Terrible tactics.
okay.
But Pancakes is safe.
But yeah,
That's
you have
what Hart's
a
caring
heavy
about.
assault rifle.
Yeah.
It's a serious business assault
Tappy's
rifle.
going to murder me.
No, I'm not. That's awesome. I just have to figure out the fuck I'm gonna do that.
Syndy, what state are you in? How much
I mean, I was
you
going to roll to see about opening my brain to the psychic
have?
maelstrom.
Oh yeah, we still need to do
Yeah,
that.
we're still kind of in there.
Yeah.
'cause
So,
I
yeah.
would definitely attempt another healing thing, but
Yes,
we're
well.
having this happen right
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's
see. Let's roll.
roll open your brains.
now. Okay,
Because
Roll weird.
It's a tandem. Yeah.
you first.
That would be an 8, a 7.
6.
Hey,
I can't roll with
experience.
the man.
Hey.
I'm gonna level up in this like me playing just one episode.
Right. So you rolled a 7.
Yep.
And you rolled a 6.
Yeah.
So the average is a 6.5,
Not roll tonight.
which is not a 7.
Yeah. No.
So
Last time I checked.
you two are going to have a joint experience.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so after you get pancakes patched up, and as you're, trying to like get your head on straight, I think the experience of 100% seeing your feet and lower legs and like, wait,
Huh.
what?
That's new.
Yeah, what? Is pretty disorienting, and you're having kind of a dissociative episode.
Oh yeah, definitely. Those are my legs. Are those my whose legs
Right,
are those?
like who could stand on these? Like that's
This is
yeah.
not good.
I think you're also kind of stunned because we didn't like fully understand that this is Syndy's endoskeleton is mechanical, or at least this part of it is. So
It was very shiny.
yeah, there's a lot of that going on, and the open your brain component is the you're going to be stunned for a bit basically, and the hard move I'm going to take is that you have this like high pitched cackling in your mind.
Oh God, I fucking hate that.
Oh, the high
yeah.
pitched cackling.
That's the worst.
Mop.
Yeah.
Mop.
And you are vaguely aware of what's going on around you.
Yeah.
But for now, there's this cackling, and it feels like there's this like pressure buildup of like if you just laughed with it, everything would be fine.
No.
So
The answer to these things is always yes.
Always. Golden laugh.
maybe that would combat it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Malcolm's totally gonna go.
Have you ever seen the supercut of like 6 minutes of Jeff Goldblum making Jeff Goldblum noises?
No.
Just go to the YouTubes and look up Jeff Goldblum making Jeff Goldblum noises.
That's what I'm doing tonight.
That's actually what I'm pulling from right now.
His little like grunts.
Yeah, like-
well,
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the man is a treasure.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, so Mal is totally laughing like that right now.
I love this game, but I'm very excited to go home and watch that.
So thanks everybody. It's been a pleasure.
We gotta go.
Is it copyrighted? Can we just play it for everyone?
Probably not. But,
Yeah, no. It's on YouTube, I mean.
all right, we're gonna come back to you.
Okay.
You're gonna have to spend some time trying to push through this. Like the Jeff Goldblum laughter is good, and therefore the opposite of this cackling, which is evil. So you're in an epic battle between good and evil in your soul.
Yes.
So we'll have to come back to that.
The only plan Hannibal has right now is to run up the catwalk and shoot this motherfucker. Like, that's the only thing he's got.
Okay.
Like, there's no armor. Armor's gone.
I mean, we know where it is. It's out there.
Yeah. It's not here shooting a motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay.
We got robot legs
Robot legs is down for the count.
and linen suit motherfucker laughing. Everybody gone. Charmingly.
We've got Big Heart, Big Gun.
Yeah, we got Big Heart, Big Gun. So Big Heart, Big Gun is
Yeah.
going to go, cover me,
Okay.
i.e., come with me.
Yeah.
And it's going to
Okay.
kind of mention that just in case.
So Hannibal, I'd like you to roll cool.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
What-
Do something under fire or cool?
It's
Because do
just-
something under fire, I get a +3. If it's cool, I get a -1.
It's do something under fire. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yes, that is so good because it's a 6 plus 3 is 9 instead of a 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
One person that can roll tonight.
Oh no, I can't roll. I just am making the right rolls. It's still a 9, which means I have to make a shitty choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna. There are 3 words here under 7 and 9, which we don't have to use, but I'm gonna ask you to pick one word, and then
Okay.
I'll elaborate. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. The
Oh, my
3
God.
words are flinch, hesitate, or stall.
Stall.
Okay.
Oh.
So you go charging up the wreckage of the first floor stairwell, and then once you get past that, it's pretty much okay. But when you get up onto the 3rd floor of the catwalk, Hart's right behind you, and suddenly there's just like you're under a hail of gunfire, and you hit the deck, and I think like directly under fire with like no cover and nothing between you and that gun. This is like a Hannibal exception, right? Like,
Right.
Is it fair to say it's like, no, this is not where Hannibal is supposed to be? And you're having a like, what have you done moment. Like, why are you here? Why is this happening? Like, okay. So you make it up to the 3rd floor, and you're going like, okay, we got to get in. And you freeze. You're flat on your belly on the 3rd floor catwalk, and Hart is like tripping over you. It's a good thing you're not in your power armor right now. Just swoosh. So Hart, you need to roll, do something under fire as well.
Okay.
To not crush your friend.
Yes. Yeah.
X4.
Good job. High five. Get that
4
experience.
on the dice. Plus
So-
1 heart.
You're going to have a difficult choice.
Okay.
What's your total?
5.
5. Excellent. So, Hannibal, how much harm do you have?
None.
Okay,
Oh,
I am
that's fine.
untouched.
So, Hart, as you're coming up, you're like doing controlled bursts of like, okay, we're covering. We don't want Hannibal to get in trouble. We're advancing. We're gonna get up there. Is Hart saying ba ba ba?
I want to say bok bok bok. Bok bok bok.
I was thinking.
Bok bok bok. Bok bok.
Or is that what the gun sounds like to Hart?
I feel like that's what the gun sounds like.
We're all so insane.
Yeah, and just
All
under
gone
her
crazy.
breath, she's going ba 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 ba. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. That's her
So yeah,
power.
you're doing these controlled bursts. You've already swapped the magazine out.
Yeah.
You're on your last magazine,
Yeah.
but you know you have pretty good control of the situation.
Yeah.
So either you can like stomp crash over Hannibal, deal him 3 harm,
No.
and
I'm very big.
and also he's like crushed against the metal, right? And hit this clown with like goggles up on his head and looks. I don't know if Hart recognizes Dr. Giggles, but the audience recognizes Dr. Giggles.
Sure.
You're gonna hit Dr. Giggles center mass,
Okay.
which not necessarily a kill shot, but
It's important.
significant.
Yeah.
Or you can miss and just fall down with Hannibal and not hurt him. No, you be quiet.
Yeah.
We all have opinions. We all have so many opinions.
I know.
So many opinions. I feel like Hearts is it's gonna piss off Tappy. I'm totally gonna fall down with Hannibal and not hurt Hannibal.
God damn it! God damn it!
I knew what this was gonna
I love you so much. But oh god damn it!
I made that choice knowing which one you wanted. But I feel like Hart is a good enough soldier, and she's trained well enough that she would be able to stop herself from hurting Hannibal, and I think that would be
Yeah.
her number one goal, because Hannibal's, other
Okay.
than maybe Pancake's now her best friend.
So
Yeah, I do need to make sure, like.
Plus, if she doesn't recognize Dr. Giggles as, like, the main threat, because she hasn't had the weird psychic
That's right.
experiences that other
Right.
people had, this is just another fucking clown, and she doesn't want to hurt Hannibal.
okay, so I'm gonna follow up with a further hard move
Sorry.
of
okay.
when you fall, you know you're doing this controlled gunfire. When you fall, you were gonna take that shot that would have hit Dr. Giggles,
Yeah.
And when you fall, the gun goes off right next to Hannibal's head, and you're deafened for now.
Okay.
Hannibal. That's like so loud.
So loud.
Well, you know firearms.
Yeah,
so-
guns are loud.
Yeah. And this
Especially
one
when you
just,
don't have ear protection. Yeah,
this one just went off as you're like you face plant onto the deck. You're like, oh, ow, boom, heart's on you, like, and then bang, 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 like right next to your head.
That's probably good because now you don't hear Heart's embarrassing buck, buck, buck. Not that you hear that anyway.
Not that he would even blink.
No.
At this point in time.
Malcolm,
I fucked up on my last move, by the way.
what's that?
I have Sixth Sense, and you open your brain to the world psychic maelstrom rolls sharp instead of weird, so I actually had a +2.
Oh, that's what we're okay.
So I actually would have made it because I think I rolled a 6.
Yeah, okay, so
it
that would
would've
have put
been
you
an
in the
8.
8 range.
I mean, I'm willing to go with the fact that I
oh
failed
no,
it, though.
no, we can adjust.
I
think,
totally forgot I had that
yeah,
move.
I think what it is that your
I'll
gold
take
bloom.
that experience off of it.
Your gold bloom laughter is able to push through and counter this
Sweet.
to some extent, and that also means it brings the average up, and you get to keep your 7.
Oh, good.
Right?
Woo. Yeah.
So what is it? What
I'm
is
still near death, but that's fine.
Well, I'm gonna try again and hope that my dice don't fuck up.
All right.
But what is Cindy's? How does Cindy combat the maddening sound in her mind?
Oh,
in their
it's
mind.
pink.
Oh, okay.
Pink is the color of my sanity, just
Yes.
playing on a loop in my brain to bring me back.
Are you talking about the color pink or the artist?
The song Pink,
Yeah.
By
the song Pink by Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not the former pink.
Not,
Yeah.
No.
Nor the
Not
color
pink.
pink.
Yes.
Yeah, which the video I think is up for a Grammy
It
as
should
well as
be.
the song.
Yes,
yeah.
it should be.
But specifically, the video was receiving a lot
Yes.
of attention.
I'm also garbage. I like the artist pink too.
No, pink's great. Yeah, no. High five.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
We were just clarifying.
I can't tell you how much I love Kesha. I mean,
I'm drinking Fireball, so I'm total garbage.
Are we doing?
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers
All
to
right.
garbage.
yay, garbage.
Also a band I totally love. All right, continue.
Yes.
Oh, garbage is fucking awesome. Yeah.
The
so
fucking
good.
best. I was listening to that on the way over.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
I
continue.
started a playlist recently when it rained in Los Angeles.
Oh.
And
You're only happy when it does
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
And I said, just the
Well,
songs.
you're from Seattle, so I mean,
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
to.
I am from Seattle.
You
Well, there are
complicated.
2 kinds of Seattleites: the ones who hate the rain and can't get out fast enough, and then the ones like me who love it and miss it desperately when we leave.
And somehow moved to California?
Yeah, well,
Hey,
Have you-
but we're happy you're here now.
Yes.
Yeah. At EJ, we had 2.5 centimeters of rain per year.
oh my,
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the desert, like post-apocalyptic lark that Tappy lived in for years.
yeah.
If you haven't listened.
I feel like, in a lot of senses, 2.5 centimeters is not enough.
Yeah. In
That is-
most
that is-
senses.
that is
I think
one,
really
one
in most
entire
sense.
inch.
Yeah, that's not enough.
That's not enough.
Yeah, it is. It's totally enough.
It's not even how you use it. It's not enough.
Okay, so you managed to laugh back.
The power of gold blue laughter.
At the abyss.
Yeah.
When the abyss laughs at you, you laugh back.
Cindy has pink on
That's right.
loop,
Yep.
and the 2 of you are free to act normally.
Okay.
I'm going to try again for my healing touch,
Okay.
which hopefully won't again lead to the psychic maelstrom, and then we're back where we started.
Exactly. Who
And I
knows?
have to gold blue laugh at the psychic maelstrom again. I'm swapping dice. Oh, it's already a good sign.
Big weapons.
Yay!
Oh, yay! So that is a 10.
Okay.
And on a 10 plus, heal 1 segment.
Yay!
In this case, please heal 2.
Yay!
The healing power of gold blue laughter.
Yes.
Whew.
You have overcome a great evil.
There we go. Whew, that feels better. I feel a bit better.
Okay. So you have 3 harm now?
Teamwork, thank you. 3 harm.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Cindy, what are you doing? As you're,
I mean, I'm very far away, but I still have a gun.
I heard
Yes.
you say okay.
So I'm gonna pull myself together and try to take a shot up at that window Can I see Dr. Giggles up there? Or what can I see from where I'm at?
Well, here's... Roll weird. Kimmy, that was an evil one.
Oh,
No.
that's a 3.
Okay.
I just love when you start to talk and you're like, yeah,
XP.
you're like,
With that
The
XP
more,
right
the
back.
more you can roll weird, the better for your experience
Yeah.
life.
whenever Jason starts to talk and then asks you to roll, you know that
It's bad. It's
things
not
are going to
good.
go crazy,
Yeah.
super interesting.
I don't
Yep.
know what you mean. I'm offended. I'm not.
No.
All right. So you're looking up at that 3rd floor office, right? And you see your friends like sort of crash into each other. And
Right.
you're like, fucking, honestly, like.
You should have waited another day.
But you also see, almost like in a video game, when you have the like outline of a person that you can see through the wall.
Yeah.
You can see a person like dive for cover and is prone, and you're looking through the floor of the
Oh.
office, right? And
Wow.
you can see the outline of this person. In the
Okay,
office.
all right. Let's get
And
weird.
everything's fine.
This is fine. This is normal.
Yep.
This is how normal people see.
Everything's fine.
Everyone has infrared vision. Like that's a thing that people have,
We're all fine here. How
right?
are you?
Buck buck.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
No, we do.
Yeah, that's totally normal. That's 100% normal. I don't know why anyone would think that was weird. So I don't know if my gun is, if I have a gun powerful enough to shoot
What
through.
kind of gun is it?
Let's see.
Knives.
Got my knives.
What kind of gun do you have? Knives. Oh,
But
that's not a gun.
I grabbed a gun. I grabbed a handgun.
I call my knives gun.
Trying to remember where my handgun was, 'cause I'm pretty sure I grabbed a handgun.
Yeah, wasn't it like a heavy caliber?
It was a heavy caliber handgun. Yeah.
We could take the shot.
All
I
right.
made a knife throwing range once, and it turns out throwing knives is way more difficult than shooting guns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take up my heavy handgun here
Okay.
and take a shot. Am I rolling hard or?
Yeah.
That's a 7,
Okay.
an 8.
Yeah, with grow aggro.
It just keeps getting worse.
Growing
Right.
aggro.
You put it in the water for a while and it just expands.
Exactly. It becomes a
Like a
dinosaur.
dinosaur.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for.
Dinosaurs expand like that?
Yes, they
Yes,
do.
that's
Yep.
that's
When you
our
put them in
big one.
water.
Oh.
Yeah. They absorb the water and they get bigger.
Yep.
That's what I do too.
Oh boy.
Hey, continuing on with the story.
What? I'm talking about anything.
Bok, bok.
Exactly.
What?
No unsolicited Bach pics.
Have you ever seen a dick?
Yes.
Yes, they're the cutest things
You
ever.
may send me all of the dick pics you want.
Yes.
I consent.
Yeah,
I will.
See
I
dick pics.
have a metric fuck ton of dick.
Yeah.
There's a whole thread on the old forum of dick pics.
Yeah, I know they're the best.
Yeah. All right. Continuing.
So, Syndy, you take the shot.
Yeah.
And you take several, really. You're like,
Yeah.
bang, bang, bang. And you hit the leg, and you see, like, the sort of red, image, like, jerk and, like, pull the knee up. And then you're in there holding your leg.
Oh, jeez. Okay, good. This is great. This is normal.
Yeah.
This is how people are. I'm.
And
Ow.
you've been shot through the calf.
Oh, ow, 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 ow.
And all of your hopes and dreams have crashed down around you.
Yes.
Your plans have been ruined. Your the work, years
the work
of effort,
has just gone
and
down the drain.
time and pain that you've put into building something real
Has all
has crumbled around you. The audiences are walking away.
Yeah,
and,
this is terrible. It's the worst.
The source of your pain is right out there on that third floor catwalk.
I'm gonna stand up and walk towards the source of that pain.
Okay.
You should.
Oh.
That's the thing that we've been looking for.
Oh, okay, great.
You can just hold on to that if you want.
Okay, cool.
This is the move that we've been looking for.
Yeah, it's the other way to go aggro.
Sorry, I'm disappointed. I was hoping it was dick pics.
I do have dick pics.
Yeah, we have the internet. Okay, so out on the catwalk, the two of you are sort of untangling yourselves, and
Catwalk.
yes, on the catwalk.
On the catwalk?
Yeah, is it though?
I'm gonna do a little
Well,
turn.
yeah, I'm gonna do a little move on the catwalk.
Yeah, like get untangled from each other.
Yeah, and maybe shoot a clown in the face.
Okay.
Well,
On the catwalk.
catwalk.
As you're getting untangled, you see from one of the doors, Dr. Giggles walks out and has a gun in hand. I don't know what's. Is Dr. Giggles shooting?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Dr. Giggles is gonna get closer.
Okay.
But this is definitely a suicide run for Dr. Giggles, and
Okay.
Dr. Giggles knows it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know about all those grenades on your belt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Can Dr. Giggles have like the Harley Quinn gun with the giant cork in it? But like it's gonna like still fuck us up, but it's just like the giant.
Oh, yeah, it's like a shotgun.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were going to talk about the Chiappa Rhino that Harley Quinn used in the last
No,
movie.
you know what
that
he's
is
got?
so
He's
fucking
got
badass.
he's got a like a grenade, like
Don't
a,
talk about the movies. In the animated series, in Batman the Animated Series,
Yeah.
she always had really good
yeah,
like
pop gun. Yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
the
no, no.
Chiappa
No,
Rhino is so
no.
badass.
Okay, I'm taking
Very-
control of this. He has a handheld, like shotgun-sized grenade launcher, and on his belt, and they're kind of painted to look like Jingle Bell things. And as he's walking out, the thing is like breech cracked open. He drops one in there, clunk, like shuts it closed, and is bringing this around to point at you. Syndy has turned and drawn her gun on you.
Oh.
Their gun. Malcolm, what would you like to do? The gun is shaking, and Syndy looks furious.
Oh boy.
It's probably a bad thing. You're,
Do the bad thing.
You're still in arm's reach, right?
Yeah, I'm right there in front of you.
Okay. I'm going to give you the most meaningful look. Can I open my brain?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Because I roll sharp instead of weird. And just like totally meaningful look, reach out and touch her hand with mine.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And just like stare deeply into
Open
her
my brain.
eyes.
Yeah, great. Let's roll weird.
I get to roll
Or sharp. That's right.
So I get a +2 to 8. So I have an 11. Wait, no.
8 plus
it's
2 is 10.
It's
Yeah.
10.
It's an 11-10, but this,
Yeah.
these dice go up to 11.
It's an 11 minus what?
Yes.
Okay.
It feels
Accurate.
like an
It's a
11.
10.
Okay.
It
10,
does in my
10
heart.
is as good as an 11.
Yes, accurate. That,
So it might as well be a 15.
all of that.
So,
Math is hard, guys.
No, it isn't.
Shut up. Shut up.
all right. So, with Open Your Brain on a 10 plus, I'm going to give you good detail. So you know that Syndy is being controlled by Dr. Giggles right now. And if you would like to get rid of Dr. Giggles, I'm going to need you to roll Go Aggro using actual weird.
My actual weird is 0.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
Ideally, we're trying to take something from them.
I'm going to get some experience.
Okay.
I think I'm going to get experience and get my advance
Okay.
in this one game that I've played of this so far.
That's amazing.
Oh boy.
Do you two want to share with the rest of the class?
No, you guys do your thing.
All right.
Why is weird the hard stat? I picked the wrong stat to bump up in this game.
I mean, you know we make it weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
my
you
God.
do the weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take a move from another playbook, so I'm going to probably crib somebody else's playbook in
Okay.
a second.
What was your total roll?
It was a 5.
5.
Yeah, okay.
Oh boy. Oh, boy.
please pick one of these 4. Do you see what I'm pointing at?
Yep,
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. And then I'll fill in. It's not going to do it
Nice. Yeah, well, yeah.
exactly.
Get the hell out of your way.
Yeah, okay. What does it look like? You are consciously trying to remove Dr. Giggles from Syndy's brain. What does it look like for Malcolm to do that? Like, are you slapping Syndy on the forehead? Or are you?
Oh,
are you
I'm doing the Goldblum laugh.
yeah. Oh, okay. Well,
Because that's what worked before to get the giggles out of my brain.
okay. That's good. So,
Oh God! Oh
Mac,
God! Oh God!
either you can take 1 harm and make this work,
Okay.
or we can be sort of locked in a battle of wills for a moment with Dr. Giggles.
As easy as it would be to just take that 1 harm, I'm going to go Battle of Wills.
Yes.
Okay.
That's great. That's great.
Look, I have Goldblum and Tilda Swinton on my side here. I have to believe in that.
Okay.
And
So
the
now
power of my bright white suit.
I would like both of you to roll weird.
All right.
Please.
That's the power of weird.
Power of weird.
Boxcar!
Hey.
I love this.
4.
Okay, good job.
Well.
That is what you wanted to do.
Minus
Jay.
1.
No, that is what you wanted to do.
No, I finally have my best roll of the game.
Yeah, no, this is
Okay.
good, Mac.
Yeah, I'm sold.
So, Malcolm, you are able to exercise Syndy. You shove the possessing spirit out.
The power of Goldblum compels you.
Gold compels you.
Yes.
The power of gold compels
Exactly.
you.
Yeah, Syndy, you have this dizzying sensation of like the rubber banding
Yeah.
back to yourself.
Zip-dump.
Yeah, and you are standing with Malcolm
No.
again,
All
your
right.
friend.
Sorry about the gun. Whoops.
Maybe next time you'll listen to me about chaos.
Maybe next time.
Syndy, you also know that Dr. Giggles is ready to like
Suicide
bomb the
Yeah.
3rd floor catwalk.
Yeah.
And if you could get a shot in, you might be able to
Oh yeah.
save
I'm
your
gonna
friends.
try.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a shot. And this is aggro hard. Well, it's the same.
Hard, yeah.
This is hard.
It's a shot of a lifetime.
A 10, an 11.
$1,000,001 shot.
Woohoo!
Better now.
Yeah.
When it counts.
Oh boy.
Okay, so as he's like, as we said, he had just like loaded it and like
Bringing that around.
closed the thing and is bringing it around, and you shoot him in the neck,
Yep.
right? Thunk, goes all the way through, and reflexively pulls the trigger, and his little grenade launcher shoots the floor that he's standing on, and there's just this enormous explosion. Dr. Giggles is vaporized.
Yes.
Right? However, the catwalk that the 2 of you are on shudders and groans. And you can hear, Hannibal, I think you know the sound of metal fatigue. Like, this is your jam.
Yeah.
That's the song of your people.
It's the best thing, worst thing ever.
Yeah. The catwalk is saying, hey, I can't keep this up forever. I'm having a hard day, and I'm done. Please get down safely. So I need the 2 of you to roll cool.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, you're doing something under fire.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. That's better. Because
Hot
that
damn.
is awesome. That's a 14?
Okay.
8, 9, 10.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah!
Shit. The
Yeah,
two-
we got up there for a reason, so we can just get back
Give me
down.
this. Give me this cinematic. How the hell do you get down with everything like falling down around you and?
Well, I think it's a team effort where like it starts to fall and like
You get that big like.
yeah, cha-chunk, and then Hannibal's about to fall, and Hart grabs him and like throws him over to a point that is not fatigued.
Yeah.
Right when it goes cha-chunk where Hart is, and Hannibal grabs Hart and throws her over to where it's not fatigued.
Okay.
Right when that part goes down, and it's kind of like little like back and forth until we hit the ground.
Almost like leapfrogging.
Whew! Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As everything comes crashing down, dust flies up. The two of you over in the corner are like, you just took this amazing shot. You watched them do it, right?
I feel like I was a part of it.
Yes, you were. You were.
Yeah, I mean, friends
was our
are,
victory.
you know, friends helping friends.
Yeah. Call me Mel. You already did. But.
Yes.
Friendship is magic.
Yeah.
And magic is heresy.
A whole section of twisted catwalk has just landed around the two of you.
Nice.
Like you're like, oh, well, that was lucky.
Yeah, it's Buster Keaton with the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, this worked out fine.
Chaos theory.
That's it. You did the calculations. You did the math. And
It was like the water drops right in the hand.
you knew exactly where to stand because of chaos theory.
Because of chaos.
The two of
You
you.
see, life finds a way.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh man.
Hannibal and Hart.
Yeah.
The two of you have this amazing waterfall effect of like twisted metal and squealing bolts coming out of concrete, and as the two of you hit concrete, you're like, oh yeah, this is like cool. We're on the floor. This is great. Everything's crashing down around you. You can even hear the office is like tearing away.
Oh.
That whole thing just comes boom, slams to the floor in the northeast corner, which is not where you are.
Yeah.
And as the two of you, so like the dust starts to settle, and you're like, you're okay, yep. You are. Tell me whether you are in, on, or around. You are at the nuclear engines. How are you placed?
I think that the two of us are keeping each other away from the two ones that are like closest to each other.
Well,
Like-
the four of them are like in a little, like they're just in a square.
Yeah, so like one of us was almost on one of them, and the other person grabbed the person
Oh,
to
hard.
like keep
Hart.
him away, and then having okay. So I grabbed you, but you didn't grab me.
I feel like Hart wasn't mathing, so she did the one extra jump, Hannibal went like no, and but she did one more leapfrog thing and landed in the middle of all of that.
But we did it.
Okay.
So I feel like Hannibal's standing on the outside oh god no, reaching for her, and she's standing on the inside going, oops.
Yeah. So, Hart, you're standing in the middle of these four. There's actually room for you if you kind of keep your elbows in.
Yeah.
You can stand in the middle of these four engines and not touch any of the cables or wire. And this is some pretty slapdash setups, right? Of how these things work together to generate power, and then the cabling that goes out that is now broken and all over the place. And actually, Hannibal, it's good that your friend is over there because it drew your eye to the one engine that is starting to fail.
Can I just turn it off?
No. Yes, but you have the opportunity to try and repair it or run. If you run, Hart's going to be at a disadvantage. She gets to try and run too, but she has to get out of the thing. But the two of you can be go, run, everybody run, or you have one chance, one opportunity.
One shot.
This is what I do. I'm gonna fix it.
Shot. I was going,
No.
Mom
I'm
spaghetti?
gonna-
You got mom spaghetti going?
Hannibal's gonna fix it.
Okay.
This is his jam. This is what he knows how to do.
Okay.
Boy.
What am I rolling?
First, I'd like to know if Hart is trying to assist.
Sure.
Then you roll first, please.
Oh good.
All right. 6 plus what you have with
Your
you?
history with him.
History.
3.
Oh, okay, so
Oh,
9.
okay,
so
okay,
9.
so you do
Yeah.
get the +1.
Okay.
Here, That's it. I see it. It's sparking right there. Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
Oh, your
What am I
plans.
rolling?
There it is. You're rolling cool.
Do something under
Oh,
fire?
no,
or
sorry,
cool?
sharp. You're rolling sharp.
Okay, I'm reading sharp. Okay.
Oh, your plans, your beautiful plans.
That's an 8 plus 3
Yep.
is an 11.
Awesome. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. You reach in there, you pull the, unplug the thing, let it, cool off, realize, oh, yeah, actually, I can reset it, too, and just be able to have this thing be fine. And the engine's kind of and they come back online. And this whole facility is actually repairable and usable.
Yay! High five! We did it.
Oh boy.
Anybody? Hannibal, if you don't mind, I'm gonna insist that Hannibal vomits.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Is
fine.
that reasonable?
I thought you were gonna ask me to do some jet. I mean, that was awesome.
Well, the rest of it's up to you.
Yeah. Totally.
Because
Top
there's other
cookies.
stuff going on with Hannibal too.
Yeah. There's probably bits of stomach lining
Yeah.
hanging out in there too.
Hart, as you're helping Hannibal do that, Hart, you watch the a fingernail of his forefinger that's not one of his hands is completely wrapped in bandages, right? So it's good that you were there to help. But you watch the fingernail that just pop off while he's trying to turn this thing, and that fingernail and the thumbnail both go just boonk boonk and fall on the floor. And Hannibal doesn't flinch. So
It's fine. Everything's fine.
What is in the jet?
Are you?
so yeah, I do need to know what Hart's reaction is.
So, yeah. How are you feeling?
That's fine.
Okay.
Fix. La 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 la.
Like Heart puts on her, I'm trying to pretend like everything's okay, but everything's not okay face. She's not a good actress.
Heart roll cool.
Yeah.
It went out the box.
Should have was out of the box.
So 3 on the dice and plus 2 is 5.
Okay. Yeah. So
Oh boy.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
we're kind of just winging a do something. You're not really doing something under fire, but it's not cool. What is Hart's freak out?
So, I don't know if you've noticed, Hannibal, you're losing body parts.
What's that? I have all my fingers.
The nail part.
Oh, yeah. It's just the radiation. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the engine. It's fine.
Oh.
It's a thing that happens.
Okay. That's not a thing that happens.
When Hannibal goes to rub the sweat off his forehead, a strip of skin.
Oh god.
And it's not that you're seeing muscle underneath. It's like you're seeing desiccated, nasty skin layer under it.
Oh boy.
Like grossly pink.
Hannibal,
Look, Hart.
I think you're becoming pancakes.
I have no idea what you mean.
Like,
Do you,
you're zombieing. I think you're zombieing. I won't tell anybody, but you should know.
okay, well, I think that right now I need to worry about us not exploding. Right?
Yes, that's important.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. And I appreciate your warning. Thank you very much.
Is this Hart not being cool? Because this sounds pretty cool.
I feel like she'd probably not want to call out her friends on stuff usually.
Yeah, not wanting to and not being able to stop yourself. Or
That's
I
true.
mean, it's up to you how you handle not being cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Some people get angry. Some people flip out. Some people run.
Well, she's still in the middle of all these reactors.
Like, how would you feel if I suddenly had my hair rip out?
Yeah.
That'd be different.
I would ask, what did you do, Tappy?
God damn it, Tappy.
What did you do?
Damn it, Tappy.
Well, just think,
What was her
Goddamn
name?
it, Hannibal.
Yeah, just name goddamn it, Hannibal.
Hannibal.
Yeah, goddamn it, Tappy is going to be on my gravestone. That's just the quotes. Goddamn it, Tappy.
Let me make sure of that.
It's we have recorded evidence. That's his wish.
We have to get you help. We have to get you help right now. Hannibal, we have to get you help. We're going, and she's going to start trying to climb out of the nuclear reactor.
That's fine. He has safely stabilized the reactors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's going to like start frantically climbing over them. Maybe damaging them.
Yeah, I mean, they're the size of a car
Yeah.
engine, so,
Like,
you know.
oh, god damn it, Hart! What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, yeah,
Stop.
she just, like, kicked that regulator out of place.
Oh, god damn it.
Malcolm!
You
She's
should
gonna
put
start screaming.
you should put that back in.
Yeah. Put that back in.
Hannibal is zombieing!
I'm sorry,
We
what?
need to help! He's got no fingernails! And zombies!
A lot of people
I've
have
heard of this. It's bad. Has he been anywhere near any flies?
Hannibal, have you been anywhere near flies?
No.
He says no, I think he's lying!
So the four of you can see each other pretty
Yes.
easily as the dust is settling and the wreckage is what it is. If this were the video game, you could just, like, click and hit Y and recycle all of this stuff into metal to build your base.
Right.
But
Yeah, right.
this is going to take a bunch of people a lot of time to clean up.
Yeah.
Is it easy? Are we able to get down to their level?
You're
though?
you're all on the ground
We're
floor.
on the ground
Oh, we're
floor
on the
now.
ground floor. Okay. I'm
As is most of the building.
Yes.
gonna go over to where they are.
She's gonna like grab Hannibal's hand and like lift it up and be like, fingernails!
Be
No
careful! Be
fingernail-
careful touching him.
Look.
Careful! You might pull off more bits.
Look, this might just be something from the radiation. So,
But it's not affecting any of us.
Yeah, and it turns out there are ghouls that are not affected and other people aren't. So, leave me alone and let me figure out what's happening here.
And he never had any bits coming off of him before.
No,
God.
no other
That I
bits
know
coming
of.
off.
Did you have bits coming off of you before?
You have metal legs.
Don't make this about me. We're talking about you, Tappy.
Like, you have metal legs. I'm missing a few fingernails. So why don't you figure
And
out
a strip of skin
what
and
that
half
is?
of your hair.
Yes.
And
And I'm
think
sure it
some
has
teeth.
something to do with the radiation, and I will figure it out.
I don't think it's because none of us are losing fingernails.
None of
skin.
us have metal legs, so leave me alone.
Touching hair again, checking, make sure all of it.
And
I
why don't
feel
you?
like you're really defensive about this.
I'm trying to make us
Hannibal.
not explode. You
Looks like everything is working now. So
Oh, you know that, do you?
wow, this has gotten really hostile.
Yes, so
Have
leave
you
me
heard of
alone.
Here.
a thing called a brundlefly?
Leave me alone and let me deal with this.
It's all
Alright.
dealt with. It's all dealt with here, Hannibal. We're dealing with you
Nope.
now.
Hannibal's checking every goddamn thing.
Okay.
Can't we all just get along?
Well, not until Hannibal is going to deal with this problem.
There was something seriously with one of my ancestors where there was bits coming off and they turned into a bit of a monster.
It's a
Have you-
historical thing.
Have you heard?
It's called a brundlefly.
They're missing flesh. I'm missing fingernails. What's
And
wrong?
strip of
Well, that's
skin
one of the
and
things.
hair.
It's nails first and then flesh, and there is a bit of
Hey.
flesh missing.
All right, just
Hannibal, you're my friend. I want to take care of you, and I don't want you to be
Maybe
a
you should just let the
brundlefly.
doctor check you out. and try to figure out what's going on. We're doing this 'cause we care.
Making sure we don't blow up. And I'm going to try
Wow.
to get the fusion cores.
This is so mature.
Yes,
I mean,
This
he
is
was
la, la,
kind of
la.
grouchy from everything I've observed, but this seems.
And
a
also
bit,
he was huffing a
out of
weird-
character.
That part's normal.
He was huffing a
this
weird
is-
drug thing earlier.
Cool story,
Remember,
bro.
remember when we all saw him huff the weird drug thing?
Yes.
And it was
See,
really
science
good
experiments.
at
Science experiments are
the
bad.
computers all
I
of a
have-
sudden.
Yes.
Hannibal
And-
would not
and-
do a
and
drug thing.
Kind of. I have been doing some experiments to make sure
He's
to
very into health
increase
and experiments.
exactly to increase
Experimenting with drugs.
capacity.
Experimenting with drugs.
Experimenting in general, I have found leads
Yes.
to bad things.
Hannibal wouldn't experiment with drugs. You wouldn't experiment with drugs, would you do that?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, that's a non-answer.
See?
That was not an answer.
That isn't an that's true. I'm very confused and conflicted at the moment because I want to agree with both of you.
I understand.
I think the best
It's okay.
thing.
He understands.
Really,
He says
what's
it's okay.
really what's happening now is that I
Yes.
managed to, through my inventions,
Mm-hmm.
help us survive this.
You did,
And so
good.
now,
but I also
am
killed Dr. Giggles.
that's great, and you did a great job, and I think you should have a party about that.
I think we should probably all go back, like now, and get
Okay.
you checked out, and get all
Is Hannibal
find pancakes.
close enough to clap a hand on? Are you close enough to clap a
You're
hand?
not.
Sure.
Yeah, you're outside the ring of engines, right?
Yeah,
so
no,
you're-
I'm like working on the backs of them and shit.
Yeah.
Because I want to try my healing touch to see if that does anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is a 9. And on 7 and 9, heal 1 segment, but you're also opening your brain, so roll the move next.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Go ahead and roll that. It's,
Oh, this
I'm
is
doing
bad.
okay.
Actually, instead of you, I'm going to have you roll.
Yeah.
Do you have any harm?
I have 0 harm.
Okay.
But that's a 6 plus 3 is 9.
Oh, your weird is 3?
Yes.
Dang. Okay.
Dude, I've had like 6 advances.
Shit that I roll like shit. That's true.
I wish I could have done
Oh
something.
god! Oh
preemptively,
god! Oh
too.
god! Oh god!
Damn. Oh, well.
Would you just want to say something?
Well,
or-
no, I took one of the Skinner moves.
Oh, what was that?
I took an arresting Skinner.
Nice.
And I feel like I should have taken off my jacket before trying to clap it casually. I'm examining him.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, you can
All
do
right.
that. Yeah.
Sure. So I'm like it's very like focused.
Yeah, okay,
Sure.
so
Taking
Malcolm,
off the jacket.
yeah, Malcolm grabs your attention. She puts her hand on your shoulder.
Yeah, probably on like the upper
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah. I'm not trying to move away.
Yeah, you have a moment of introspection, and then did you see the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
No.
Oh, okay. There's this. The intro credits are this like swooping through like dendrites and cells, and like all the like DNA connections.
Like the
and-
beginning of Fight Club.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Like just like that, and you find yourself sort of analytically, and abstractly that this is your DNA, and you're watching pieces of it float away, and then it reforms and reconnects in different ways, and you don't fully understand because you got a 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't 100% understand what's happening, but you're seeing several connections that are like not needing food or water, right? Like several things have fallen into place. And so you don't know 100% what's happening, but you know you don't need food or water.
That sounds positive.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Nothing bad here.
That is, wow, that is so good. Like, the things people worry about are food, water, and no,
And boners.
shelter.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Staying out of the sun and rain and all that bullshit.
Oh, that.
So if I don't have to worry about like 2 of those things,
All right.
yeah, I think I'm fucking doing.
I would
awesome.
like to do something.
Yeah.
While Hannibal is entranced and
Yeah,
ensorcelled,
there's a like solid minute where
Yeah.
you're sort of.
I'm gonna hit him with my gun and knock him out.
Oh,
I don't think. I mean, if it's okay, I don't think we need to roll that,
No, you
right?
don't need to
Yeah.
knock me the fuck out. That's fine.
Okay.
100% just gonna pistol whip him
Bing.
and
Yeah.
just knock him the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because he's talking crazy.
Syndy, what did you do?
He was talking crazy, and we need to get him back to someone who's going to check him out.
What the fuck was that?
Like,
fucking
right
crazy?
quick.
My healing didn't do anything.
Yeah, there's something not right happening to our friend Hannibal, and we need to get him right home and find out what's what.
Heart's gonna like kneel down and like pick him up and like check his head.
You're not gonna hit him? You're not gonna hit them? Oh, I'm gonna be so mad when I finally get to hit them. Oh,
Usually
so
something
mad.
happens when I touch people and nothing. None of that was.
We're
Fixed.
doing this because
So
we
mad.
care.
I mean, you've
We
seen that
care,
lot. I've seen
Hannibal.
it before.
Yeah, I don't know if Hannibal's ever been touched before, so I don't know.
But you understand.
Legitimate question.
But Hot, you understand
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
yeah.
Yes.
Heart.
acting with people.
yeah,
Nothing.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh, like magicking him, like healing him. Like what Extrabeth does.
Yes.
Well, like what I do, which is a little different. I wouldn't presume to impose on
Yes.
Extrabeth.
Okay.
But also, Hart, you heard how crazy Hannibal was talking. We can't... crazy. Something's
like
gone
metal
bad.
legs shining. In
Metal legs.
Don't worry about the legs.
you.
Don't worry about the legs.
You're unconscious.
Eyes are up here. Eyes are up here. So we're just gonna take Hannibal home and try to figure out what happened to him.
Her heart is very confused. She's gonna carry her friend. That's what she knows to do right now.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Kind of cradle his broken head.
let's just bring him home.
Can I roll harm, like the harm move for that, to see how much it F's me up?
Yeah, but +0 because
Okay.
Yeah. Syndy is a very
Oh,
competent
sorry, I should
fighter.
have done that there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a 10 on the harm
Oh,
move.
yeah,
So
okay.
whatever you want to do to me on that.
I'm gonna do.
And
Let's
does any of Hannibal's skin slough off onto my gun when I hit him?
That's kind of
Yeah, you're just going for that like temple tap,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. I think that like just peels off
A whole
more of
other.
that.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
telling you, there was something with my ancestor, and they were experimenting,
Yeah.
and it went really bad, and they turned into sort of a giant human fly.
None of this would surprise me. None of this surprises me about what Hannibal is into. It sounds about right.
Yeah, Hannibal. I think I'm gonna take that clean unconscious.
All right.
That's all.
Yeah.
What have I been into?
people can turn into animals.
And also just I don't know if I made this clear, but like as the skin peels off, it's not like muscle tissue underneath.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's
like
weird, bubbly, bad.
like
but
tough,
pink
kind of
skin.
yellowy,
Yeah.
yellow tan
Yeah.
skin. You know?
Can
I
we
mean,
get
I suppose he could be evolving in some way, but
into something?
I think he might be turning into what pancakes used to be.
Maybe. That's entirely possible. I don't know.
things
None of
balance.
us know.
Well, I mean, that's what she kind of, and she was kind of like,
Yeah. I mean, maybe Extrabeth can help. I don't know. Let's gather up. I think.
Well, and also, just out of character for the record, Mitch is someone you know
Right.
who is a ghoul who
Yeah,
lives
ghouls.
in town.
Yeah. We know the ghouls can be normal-ish.
Yeah.
But it's still like this is not good.
Yes.
This happening to our friend is not. We would rather it not happen.
A little column A, a little column B.
well, Mitch has always been like that.
As far as we know.
As long as you've known him, the several
Yeah, Mitch
days
was-
that you've known Mitch.
Mitch was just born that way.
Yeah.
So.
That's what he is.
Oh, that's one of those hymns.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Is it like has it been a full week?
It's barely. It's not.
Yeah. 7
Yeah.
or 8 days? Something
No,
like
we
that?
were a couple of days. We had to wait. We could have
Oh,
waited.
yeah, we did have a little downtime.
We could have waited an extra day for the clowns.
Yeah, I
Let's
think-
just say an extra day might have really helped.
Hannibal's gonna be so mad when he wakes up. He's gonna be so mad.
So we should take care of him.
Yeah.
But we have a very important mission that we have to. I don't know, Malcolm, if you know.
I know
We have to
an
save,
awful
yeah.
lot of things.
Yeah, we have to save the dogs and the cows.
That was part of the mission I didn't know before. Now
It's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're. I mean,
So
that's
you
really
go.
why we came.
Why don't you go look for the dogs and the cows?
Okay.
I'm gonna go see if I can find Extrabeth. We'll leave some extravagance here to guard this place while we all go back.
Clank.
Are you going to carry Hannibal?
You can carry Hannibal.
Clank.
Is it clanky?
What's this clank?
Scrape.
Oh, this is.
An extended concrete scraping sound.
That's not good. This is also bad.
If Hannibal was awake, he'd know what to do.
This is bad.
we should probably.
Hannibal, what do we do?
Where is that sound
He's
coming
unconscious.
I'm shaking him slightly.
from? Don't wake him up.
Oh,
Do not wake him up.
maybe
Keep
no,
him
especially
unconscious.
like if he is turning into a fly, we don't want him to be awake right
No,
now.
we want him unconscious.
Okay.
At least so we get home.
Stay unconscious. Ignore me.
Whispering stay unconscious doesn't tend
Doesn't
to
help.
work.
Just set him down.
Oh.
Just set him down for right now.
Okay, I'm going to set him down. She says,
Yeah,
like in the
you
nicest part of...
investigate. I will watch him.
Yeah. She's going to set him down in the softest looking part of the concrete.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, gently. Like,
But where is this sound coming
Maybe
from?
rest his head against a dead clown.
yeah, the softer
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
All right.
I will watch.
Okay.
Where's this scraping sound coming from?
It's hard to tell.
This is bad.
Like,
This is
and
bad.
over that way? Like, I don't know. I mean, you can see, like, the dust is mostly settled. It's like there's dust in the air, but you can see all the walls, right? The ceiling. It's a big open space.
Heart's gonna be like, Bok Bok, is that you?
There's no answer to that.
It's not Bok Bok.
All right. I guess I walk in the direction, gun out.
Okay. As you go in that direction, you realize, you start to hone in. You're like, wait, this is kind of where we came in.
Right.
Right? That floor.
Through the floor,
Through the floor entrance. And, you realize a bunch of stuff has sort of collapsed onto that. And the concrete slab that, went back into place as you came out, you could see that concrete slab is like being pulled down.
Okay.
Like you all just moved it out of the way and then put it back. Like,
all right,
it's now like it's being pulled in. It's like cracking under the force of being pulled down. So it's not just like sinking.
Yeah,
it's like something under there is pulling out.
Right. I take up a cover position, aim it at the hole, and just wait to see what comes out.
Okay. I'm gonna take a cover position too, but next to Hannibal so I can protect them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Malcolm?
No, I just have a guess. I'm just sitting here waiting for it to happen.
Okay.
We're just waiting.
I'm going to be unconscious.
Roll for me. Or just roll 2 dice. Hey, there we go.
That's great.
3.
That's a 3. That would be a 3.
On a harm move, that's real good.
Yeah.
Like your eyes are like swimming. Weirdly, like you don't have a headache.
Okay.
You remember getting hit in the head.
Yeah.
And you're like kind of blinking, like.
Yeah, that sucked.
But
boy.
there's no like sort of migraine that would come with being hit in the temple. I don't know if you've ever been hit in the temple, but like you get like the bright flash,
I've been hitting a lot of places.
Yeah, okay. It usually comes with like light sensitivity and like all that stuff. And like your ears still hurt from when you got blown up. But
today's not a good day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good day. No, it's not a good day.
Yeah. You still kind of have that high pitch in the back of your hearing, but strangely don't have the headache that should have come with getting clocked like that. And you as you start to move, you're right next to Heart.
Right.
Malcolm is probably like almost nose to nose
Oh, okay.
at this point.
Well, that's what you
Just
see.
like observing what's happening
All right.
here.
Well, Malcolm's going to get a wink.
It's weird.
Yeah.
This is weird. This is bad weird. This is bad weird, you guys.
There's no such thing as bad weird.
I'm not sure that Malcolm resists swings.
Hannibal, roll hot.
That'd be a 7 plus 1 is 8.
Okay, what is it that you want Malcolm to do?
I want Malcolm to think I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want Malcolm to do.
All right.
And Malcolm will get an experience if
An
she thinks
experience?
I'm all right. Yeah.
Malcolm gonna make a move? He's only missing a little bit of skin.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, the
Stretching
fly
gonna do
stuff
to
was
him?
good enough for my ancestors. Why not be a little gross and a little bit of like
Yeah, but who's judging?
What's up?
little what's up, head?
Okay.
Definitely me. Do not make out with him. No, he's not rapidly becoming not
Right.
human.
So also, as you're sort of locking eyes, like, oh, this is all right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
Like, well, I mean, they were okay until they weren't.
Yeah. All right.
That is exactly how Hannibal views all of his relationships.
Yeah.
They're great until they aren't.
I think that's true of all relationships.
Yeah. They're great until they're not.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Hannibal, you're now aware of the like grinding, crunching sound of concrete being broken.
Not it.
Okay.
Like not being hammered apart, but like ground apart.
Someone's
If that
pulling
makes
it
sense.
down.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Someone strong enough
So
to pull down a
the
concrete slab.
panel that you're watching finally like collapses down into the tunnel that you came out of.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a big tunnel, so it's not hard to picture. Like, okay, I know where that went. I just don't know why it went down. Like, it was fine. We just moved it. Like,
Yep.
just do that. Whatever's down there didn't do that. and you see a shiny dome start to come up from the darkness of the passageway.
Mm-hmm.
Are we taking preemptive shots, or?
At least I'll
Of
say
what?
halt. I'll say halt. I'll say stop. Stop right there. Don't take another step, or we will shoot.
But that comes with like a kind of a gurgling, bubbling sound.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear, "Who is there?"
Who are you?
Shit, I'm blanking.
Do I recognize that voice?
Sparkle.
Yeah.
It's the sheriff.
No.
It's someone who shot the
I
sheriff.
thought it was somebody else. That's amazing.
No, they didn't shoot the sheriff. They shot the deputy.
Wait, I'm the deputy.
Wait.
Wait, what? No.
Sparkles of Monisha.
Of who? Of what now? I don't know who you are.
Like a little bit more of the dome comes up, and you could see this like amphibious forehead, like scalp ridges, big dark eyes,
Well, that's new.
and they're wearing
That's bad.
like a fishbowl helmet full of water.
Oh, this is new.
It's sort of gurgling and bubbling.
It's a child of Dagon.
Kind of.
And they just keep coming up out of the hole.
No, just like whoop, like up to where the nose would be if they had a nose.
And what are you doing here?
I came to kill the rest of the clowns.
Oh,
Oh.
well, you're a little late.
Syndy!
Yeah,
Syndy!
yeah.
Are the fish friends?
I think so. They're here to kill the clowns.
Probably not food.
Yes.
So yeah, you're a little late. The clowns are pretty much all dead now.
Fuck. I think that's a good place to
See, animals, people, hybrids, chaos theory.
Ah man, I wish Hannibal's not awake for that. Like, God damn it! Just like shoot himself and then blow his brains all over everybody and be done with it.
I'm not sorry.
That's chaos theory. That's how it works.
It's all chaos theory.
Oh, this happened much sooner than I thought it would.
Yay. Tell them about Violet.
Oh my God, Violet! Oh my God!
You say violent?
Violet,
Violent?
Violet.
Violent.
but also
Yeah, like
Violet.
that color. Violet Costner.
Violent Violet.
Violet Costner.
So that's we'll game down there. That's our game this week.
I love like that entire game took like 10 minutes of actual in our world time.
Yes.
No, it took a while.
Yeah.
Took a while. It took at least an hour.
We had some flashbacks. We had,
There was some brain weirdness.
Oh no, it was
We did
fantastic.
the weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Hannibal has totally forgotten and forgiven everything that happened.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
That's good because I'm gonna knock your ass out again.
And if you do, he'll forgive you.
Well,
He gets knocked down, but he gets up again. They're gonna keep him down.
he does
Oh,
like a
man.
whiskey drink and a cider drink
Yep.
and a lager drink.
Well, that's what we
Cider
did. Yeah.
we did a whiskey and a cider.
Best drink. You've changed my life.
Stop for loggers on the way home.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Well,
You
this
do that.
is.
Mike?
Oh, there's a lager. I had all three. I win.
My
4.
Wait, what's the fourth one?
Well, there's the whiskey drink, the cider drink,
Cider drink.
the lager drink,
Lager drink.
and then there's something
I
else.
know there's a vodka drink. There's a,
vodka
we know
Ew,
vodka.
gross.
My-
Fuck that noise.
my first class is at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow, so
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
I hate you all.
I'm good for whatever.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
My first class is also at 11. No.
No.
Yeah. I mean, Kimi, would you rather teach high school?
No.
So
My fourth graders still give me hugs.
checks and balances.
Let's
you
do
teach
this.
4th graders.
So Thank you, everybody, for listening tonight.
Thank you.
This has been Vault 818, using the Fallout universe abusively. Abusing the Fallout universe
Yes.
with reckless abandon. And that's what we do. I'm Jason. I'm the MC.
Yeah.
I'm still Mac.
Ish.
Are you sure?
I'm never sure.
Yeah, I get that. I'm Jay.
I'm Tappy.
And I'm Kimi. And we will see you guys next time in 2 weeks for this game.
2 weeks, except for me.
Except
Check out schedule.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it could be you if you take out someone's knees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, metal leg.
Oh, that's the thing. They're not even knees. It's like servo motors.
But definitely, we have
I shouldn't screw them.
we have the holidays coming up, so check out happyjacks.org/schedule because some games are skipping one session and stuff if they fall on holidays. So check that out.
And if it's still December while you're listening to this, check out the Rainbow Railroad donations that we're doing, raising money to get LGBTQIA plus folks out of places where they're being arrested and hurt and killed to just for being gay.
And
And
so
also-
that's happyjacks.org/rainbow. And last time I checked, we were at above $6,200.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Awesome.
Thank you all.
And also, if you think that people having literal chrome metal legs is weirder than people losing fingernails, then you should comment on that on our forum.
I think that you are downplaying what is happening to Hannibal extremely.
I don't know. I know people who have lost fingernails and toenails before. That's all.
And
I'm saying.
hair, and also layers of skin.
I have known people to do that, yet I've yet to meet somebody who has metal legs.
All I'm going to say to that is bok bok.
Yep.
And we'll see you later.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Metal legs!